Hey, welcome to Checkouttherileys. Woohoo! It's not incredibly early this morning, but I'm I've been up for a while. Thought I'd go live. My wife is about to start her classes, so um, I had her help me set this up so we can go live this morning. Talk a little bit about traveling around Mindanao here and our plans and um, some other things. So hopefully it won't be too boring. Might be a little boring though, but not too boring. Huh? Got a funny dent in my head there. Ken, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just not too long ago I finished up watching POD's Sports Zone and watched about this week. It was about running backs. So watch their picks. I'm not up on college football um, like I used to be. I'm not up on a lot of sports like I used to be, as a matter of fact. But it was a great show, great program. Learned a lot. He's Coach Joe is very knowledgeable about different players, different positions and stuff. Looks like he's really up on it. Looks like I got white bags under my eyes. I don't know what's going on. Vikings, hello, Christian. How's it going? Good morning. Yeah. So yeah, we've done a little bit of traveling here this week, and what we had heard was they made it easier for you to travel inside of the Philippines, going from place to place, that kind of thing. They backed down on some of the restrictions and all that kind of good stuff. Um, so what we did was we tested it. Yeah, sometimes they say this, but it's really this way. So what we did was the normal area that we like to travel to go to the ocean and stuff is a little over an hour and a half, 2 hours away for the area that we like to go to. So we just went there. We left the kids at the relative's house, and we took off and went to that area. So we just wanted to see, is it possible? So in the middle of the day too, not like in the middle of the night, travel like we've done before. Um, J3 is in the house. Hello, Joe and Jeannie's Journey. That's a tongue twister. Eh? Hello. Good to see you. My internet is not the best right now for some reason. It's choppity, but I figured I'd try to do this anyways and kind of see what happens, right? So today I'll be talking about traveling. I'm not talking about traveling to the Philippines. I do not know exactly what's going on with that. So I don't want to tell people that yes, it's all open now and anything like that. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know about it. I know what I read, and you guys can go read the same stuff. But to actually do it, that's another story. That's the difference in the Philippines. Just because they say it's possible, doing it's another thing. So, drones travels. Welcome. Good to see you again, my friend. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna. That's one of the topics we'll have today. Not that I stay on topic by any means, but that's one of the things. Let me drop that link in case somebody wants to come up. You don't have to. It's just there for giggles. My last cup of coffee this morning. I'm trying to cherish it. Yeah. So yeah, we traveled to. It was a place outside of Jinsun. It's called Glan. It's popular. It's got a lot of resorts and stuff. Usually it's a bay, right? A bay area, and usually these beaches are white sandy beaches. Uh, Most of the resorts take care of their beaches pretty good, and it's a good place to travel to. Um, we've if we are going to go to a white sandy beach, this is the area that we go to. If we just want a regular beach, there's much closer beaches on the other side of Jinsun. So, Jinsun is a pretty good sized town. General Santos City, in case you guys don't know where I'm talking about, but it's down here in Mindanao. But we're going to try to do a little more travel around now that stuff that's starting to open up, and we're going to see what the rules are and what actually is happening. We've heard some rumors about what you can and cannot do, um, and we're just going to go see if we can do it. So sometimes they say you can bring your kids with you. Other times they say you cannot. So we'll test it. One resort may say you can't bring your kids. The next one is kid friendly. You know, I did hear some people say that you can bring kids, but you can't, take pictures and upload and all that kind of stuff because they want it kept secret. So, and I'm not saying the name of these places. I'm just saying that's what we heard. So, and as I always tell POD there that rules in the Philippines are made to be broken. Joke. But yeah, they got a lot of rules and stuff, and you know we just want to test out, see what rules are actually being enforced, which ones are not. So we drove to that area. It's about 2 hours away drive time, and we just went inside of the area. Like we passed the borders, so we got inside of the border to find out. There she is. So we got inside of the border to find out if we could get there. If they had, they still had their checkpoints set up. However, they weren't being manned. So supposedly now they're going to allow travel from place to place. But just like in the U.S., this state could be this way and that state could be that way, and you know, uh, we just trying to find out what it's like and how it is, and if we can travel, because uh, being cooped up on a beautiful island is not dreams come true as far as being in the Philippines, right? So if I can't get out and smell that fresh air coming off the ocean, you know, uh, I could have lived up in the house back in Indiana, stayed in the house. Of course, it'd have been a lot colder, and I'd had the heat on the whole time. But instead of my trusty fan going, yeah. So what have you guys been up to? Anything good? I know last time we talked to J3, he was working on his upcoming video. So wondering if you got that done yet. So also just a little update on PODs. If you guys, he had a problem with his premiere last night, but make sure you go and check that out. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Good morning. Yes, good to see you. Yeah. Yes, it's funny. Um, well, it's not funny for POD as far as that premiere messing up on him. You know, that was a big downer. I know he works really hard to put on his Sports Zone, and then the premiere messed up. But last night I was really struggling. Hey, James, guide, there's the man. How you doing, James? You know, last night I was struggling as far as getting to his show because I got up early and no naps yesterday, and 11 o'clock came rolling around. That was hard for me to hold my eyes open. So then when his premiere messed up, I was like, well, I'll just get up in the morning and watch it since the premiere messed up. Yeah, she keeps passing by. She's getting ready to do online. She teaches online, so she'll be doing that here soon. Hey, if you guys aren't connected with James Guide there, well, you guys missing out. Especially if you're in this thing to grow and get larger and meet a lot of great people. James, the Guide family there is the ones to hook up with. I think my wife is trying to wake herself up. She's over here semi-exercise dancing or something. Yeah. She's not even doing a TikTok video with all this energy.
I just want to wake up. Wake up.
She's trying to get motivated. POD asks for songs that pump you up. For you to send a video with the song that gets you pumped up, and he's going to play it in next week's show. So if you get a chance, I already sent him mine. What song pumps me up, gets me ready for the game, or you're exercising to it, or whatever it is. So I had to get with Mercy and find out what her pump it up song. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Drones travels. I understand that, growing naturally. Yeah. Hey, that guy Cliff is in the house. What's happening? Yep, my wife is motivated there. She's she's pumping it up. Yep, she's we're both on TikTok now.
Yeah, but
In case you guys haven't found us there yet. Yeah, and it was Tic Tac. I got the same name. She's got the same. Just check out the Rileys on Tic Tac, and then also Filipina with attitude over there as well. So we got the same name on both platforms. So if you guys look us up, we'll be more than happy to follow you back and all that good stuff. Yeah, that guy Cliff. I found that song on TikTok, Um, that this is my people and this is my land. So it's I found that, and it wasn't somebody I was familiar with. So that's a good thing about that TikTok, that you can go in there and find different artists that you're not used to listening to. And I don't listen to this new days hip hop stuff anyways, and but occasionally there's a song that might be good or something. And hey, if they're playing it and I like it, I'll jump on there. Yeah, my name on TikTok is the same. Check out the Rileys. Same, both places. I made it easy. Dave and Mercy, hello, the Whippos down in Texas. I seen you had a premiere coming up. I didn't stay for the premiere. I was trying to get ready to do this, but I definitely, we'll check it out later. But you guys are traveling, and that's what we're talking about today too, is traveling. Yeah, support the independent artists. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That and it's as long as I can find stuff that I like from them, I don't mind supporting them. Or the not so well known artists, right? Like I really like a rapper that's NF. You guys ever heard of him? Um, yeah, I really like his stuff. He's kind of different from stuff I used to look at. Check out Ryan Upchurch. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, if anybody'd like to come up, there's that link there. Good morning. You okay? Let me go to the restroom. There's my youngest. He's up. Jelly roll struggle. Yeah. Okay. We'll check it out. Yeah. All right, Ruby. I'll get back with you once I get on TikTok there. And I'm new at TikTok, so I don't really know what I'm doing or anything. Did I see Tim coming here? Tim Diziak. Hello. It jumped, and I didn't even see you at first, and I just caught a glimpse of you there. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Guess I missed you and people saying hello to each other. Good to see you, Tim. I seen POD had you plugged into his program last night. So I seen your video there. So now he's asking for music. What music pumps you up? So I already sent my video to tell him, talking sports. And what music do you remember when you're going to the game or you're about to play or whatever? You know, it's uh, it's what pumps you up for the game, right? So my son's in there getting excited about something. Hey, Ruby. Looks like your internet is almost there. It is. I was wondering if it was going to pop all the way up. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome. So,
I don't know.
so Ruby,
No, you
I know
off
you're
your
a
wait, the volume. Okay. Hi, host.
driver. Hello.
My God.
What up?
FL
Cliff.
was just having a coffee.
Okay.
My ring light.
Cliff, what's happening?
Very.
None. Just chilling.
I'm having my coffee too. So
I know we're all like drinking coffee.
right. Yeah. Well, we're Cliff. We're over here in the Philippines, so it's morning over here. So we're
I know,
drinking that
right?
morning cup of coffee.
I'm drinking coffee at almost 8 o'clock at night. What you talking about?
Right. Well, I couldn't do that unless I'm staying up all night.
Mm.
Yeah. So Joe J3 says his video is going to be ready on the 12th. Okay. Awesome. So his next one's breaking then. Sounds
By
good.
the way, we're in a new house.
You're in a different
We're new
house?
moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
we moved from floodplain CDO to the mountains of Indahad.
Oh wow. So
We're
you're
in a safe place.
good.
Only about a 7 mile change, but about a 800-foot elevation gain. So much cooler here, much nicer.
Oh yeah. What? How about your
Oh,
internet
you
speed there? Did it get any better?
oh God, I don't want to talk about PLDT. 3 weeks ago was the first time we went to their office to request a transfer of service. As three
Yeah.
weeks ago, we're still waiting for a survey, and they're saying it's going to
Yeah.
take 1 to 2 months to get up here. So
Right.
we're using the phone now.
Yeah.
But you started your show talking about traveling, and I don't know about down there, but it is so loosened up here. We went from
Yeah.
CDO here to Butuan, about 100 miles, and about 2 days I already made reservations for the hotel. And after I make reservations, they say you need a negative COVID test. Then I call the officials, the health department. Oh, you've got to have your cash, you've got to have health certificates, on and on and on. So I say, well, we don't have time, so let's just go and see what happens. We ran into one checkpoint about 30 miles outside of Butuan, and they just said, we didn't even stop, just hi, they waved goodbye. And we
Right.
got to Butuan, no checkpoint. We got to the hotel, and I was going to just go and play dumb, and no, I'm going to check in. And all they did was
Right.
say, here's your keys, have a nice day. So nothing. And we've
Mm.
also, I
Right.
think, like you brought up, we run into a lot of restaurants where we don't bring our 2-year-old, but the place is full of
Right.
kids.
Right.
So it's changing.
Yeah.
It's changing for the
Yeah.
better.
That's what we noticed too. We heard that was happening, but here, just because they said it, don't mean it happened. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
we took a trip just to drive out there to see if we could do it before we made the plans to go stay for a few days. So that's kind of what we did. We just drove out there and just had lunch out there, and you know took in the ocean a little bit, and then we just came back home. So, but we know
And the
we can
kids.
get there. We know we can get back. No stops. Uh, so that's the
Mm.
plan.
I I messaged a couple resorts up here where they would say no children allowed, and I say, well, we have a 2-year-old. They say no problem, just bring them. So
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And that's what we're hearing
I
too.
think
That's what we're hearing too. Like, just don't
I'm sure
post it
like
on social media.
I'm sure like up here, the malls are still saying no, no kids. They won't let you through the door.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the private places. I noticed too up here that maybe at least half the people don't wear masks. If they do, they're
Right.
around their necks.
Right.
Everything's go back to normal except the mask and face shield.
Yeah.
Shoot, we
Yeah.
wish we could go back to normal here.
Yeah. Yeah. It just depends on where you are. Just like the states. It's you know different states have opened up and quit quit mandating stuff and
Yeah, like
go
Texas, man. Texas governor
right,
is opening 100%.
right.
Yeah. Texas,
Didn't Florida do that
Arizona,
too?
what else?
Yeah, I think Florida's gonna do it too.
Yeah.
And then if
What's
you're gonna
happening,
fly out of the
Adrian?
U.S., if you're gonna fly out of
Yeah,
the U.S., you gotta have a COVID test before you get on the plane, and you gotta have one before you return. I
right.
found that out by talking to somebody I know in Jamaica because that's where I'm going in December. Hush, boy,
Are you?
Yeah. That's
for the third
that's
time.
what's frustrating in laws is if you're from the U.S. you can't even come in, even if you have a COVID test, you cannot
Right,
come in from the U.S.
right.
And from other places
Well,
you must either be married or have children here.
right. Yeah, that's
White.
Panoya Hoy's here. He just got here last week, and because he's married to a Filipina,
You gonna
he
talk,
got
boy?
into the country. Hey, rough,
Lay
rough.
down.
Help us.
No, no,
No.
lay down.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely interesting traveling around, Mindanao here, and seeing what's opening up and what's not, and how the rules are more lax now.
Mhm.
Um, Later on today, POD is going to talk about what changed in Davao. He's going to do a live stream later, talk about just, you know, Davao seems to be the strictest place down here in
Uh-huh.
Mindanao that I know of. Maybe CDO was like that, but
No, CDO has never really been that strict.
Not strict
Yeah.
anymore.
Even when
yeah,
Duterte up quarantine requirements, the gauge or whatever from mandatory uh, shields and everything, they were kind of reluctant here in CDO.
right,
Mm.
yeah.
So we've been lucky.
Jack, welcome, Jack. Good to see you. I told a security guard that was wearing one of these shields the other day. It's one of these little half shields.
Hmm.
I said, look, my
Yeah.
glasses are as big as your shield. What's the difference? So I like measured it
Well,
to a shield. I said it's the
It's
same.
expensive. Mask.
whether it's a full size shield or a half a shield, they don't do any good when they're on top of your head anyway.
Exactly,
When
exactly,
they're flipped.
exactly.
Once you get
Uh-oh.
Hey, no
inside, you
problem,
can
Dave.
open.
Like I got those the neck scarf ones that go around your neck
Yeah,
and you pull up. Yeah, so I'll be doing
right,
funny things with that. I'll pull it up all the way over my face and be like, "Is this how you wear it?"
right.
Be like, be like this.
Yeah,
Is this how you wear it?
right, right. That good enough for you?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a live video with it over my face, like just to be funny.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I don't get caught, by YouTube. And they're like, "Oh, we can cut you off for doing that. You're not following into the guidelines." I don't care.
Right. Something, huh?
But wear your mask. The people that friend of yours, they didn't know you until you take off your mask. You just
Right.
got each other. Oh, it's you.
Right. My wife said something last night at dinner. We went out to dinner last night, the family, and the waiters and stuff. They had their mask on, and she said, "I can't tell what waiter is ours because they all look the same. They all have the same shirt on. They had a hat on. They had a mask on." I said, "That sounds racist, Mercy. You can't be saying you can't tell them apart. They're
Maybe
all
you should start putting a
they're all
name
Filipino, but
tag.
it's
Right.
when they cover their face." I said, you gotta watch what you say. They're gonna think you're racist.
Yeah, you gotta watch
Can't
what you
tell them
say
apart.
nowadays because everybody's soft.
Your name, t-shirt,
Exactly.
Name tag on the map.
so that people knows you.
Knows who it is, right? Yeah, we were trying to find our
Even
waiter. I'm still American, so I tip. So I was looking for my waiter, and the waiter that we had is a little bit taller than the other waiter that was there. So we're trying to figure out which one was which. We're like, hey, where's our waiter at? So, and I told my wife she's supposed to keep track for me because we went out to a nice restaurant or whatever. So I was drinking, and I said, once I start drinking, you know, I can't keep track of who's who anymore. I said, once I get a few in me, I lose track who's around.
Mm.
Yeah, we did a nice restaurant Valentine's Day. We had like 7 different waiters, one with water, one with first course, one with second course, one to take our order.
the first one we get is there's a mosquito. We have free mosquito bite.
Our first waiter was mosquitoes.
Right.
There's lots of this place we move in is lots of nearest new places for one when you wanna eat restaurant.
It's amazing up in CDO, despite pandemic, behind the SM Mall, there's probably, I think, the fifth or sixth food court is being built, and each one has probably a dozen restaurants, and all opening up, and that's been since the pandemic started. So
Wow.
shortage
Yeah.
up there.
That is wild right there.
Had my
Yeah.
first steak
Here,
in 2 years.
here in this, we don't live in a big town. It's kind of smaller, and a lot of the restaurants and stuff closed down because of this. If they weren't offering Food Panda, then they weren't successful and started closing. So
Yeah, that's the way it was here at first, but like I said, going up to SM, it's like a different world up there. No Panda, no deliveries that I noticed, motorcycles, but so many
right.
restaurants. We went up about a week ago, and we had steak, we had sushi, we had
Wow.
cucumber tea, we had what else with the crackling pork.
Very funny about the chopstick.
4
I
different
don't know how to use it.
chopsticks, but about four restaurants we ate at in one food court out of maybe 10, and that was probably opened up a month ago. Very busy. The place is packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So life's coming back to normal.
Yeah. That's good.
I show the place.
I wish it would come back to normal here in the States.
Yeah. What
Is that new?
Cliff? What state do you live in? I done forgot.
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's starting to relax a little bit because, Governor Kemp's making some changes, but
Yeah.
all I feel bad is for all the small businesses, the mom and pop stores, and all those that have gone out of business and they're never going to reopen.
Right.
Because
Well,
Target, Walmart, and all them they stayed open. The big
Right.
tech getting all the money, little tech going bye.
well, the good news today is the Senate passed the COVID bill.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
So
I try not
it
to
passed.
troll mainstream media because I start yelling and cussing at the TV, beat the hell out that damn shit.
Right. That is right, Ken. That's the way it is right there. It went from one extreme to the other.
I need my third stimulus check.
Right.
Stimulate my pocket.
All right.
Maybe in a couple of weeks.
We'll see. I never believe them until it's in the pocket. So
Mm-hmm.
hi
Have you?
to hey.
Guess where I'm
Hello,
at?
hello,
Have
Guess
you
where I'm at?
What, in the clouds?
No,
from north to
I'm in the
south on Mindanao?
Philippines.
Oh, jeez. The background.
That looks
You
like
should know.
the volcano
I,
that we got right out our back door here.
that's what it is. I went and looked up your city and I put it up.
I was gonna say it looks like it. Yeah, that's the one it's in the next town over is the volcano. We can on a clear day we can see it from the end of our street. We can see it, the volcano.
Yeah, I looked up your town. I googled it and imaged it. So
There it
I
is.
got it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hello,
that dip
Cliff.
in it is what I
So,
recognize. Looks like a lip or something.
Hey, I saw your Mountain Dew thing.
oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think Mountain Dew needs to be Mountain Dew. I used to they start screwing with it and putting the flavoring in it. How did it really taste?
It tasted like,
Go ahead and you can say it. It tasted like poopy.
well, no. Okay. You know how you got all your all your puckers, all like your watermelon pucker, your sour apple, and all that stuff. The Snops family. It tasted more like watermelon pucker, but without the alcohol in it. So it had the watermelon taste. I couldn't really taste the Mountain Dew. But Vicky's like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty good." But I was like, "No, this ain't something I go buy a 12 or 24 pack of. Maybe a 20 ounce
Right.
now and then."
Because I watched her take a drink, then I you didn't seem too enthused in it.
That's why I was like, "Who's gonna drink first?" She's like, "I'll do it." I'm like, "Okay, go ahead."
Then she accused him of shaking her bottle up.
I did.
See, I did watch it.
That's my best friend. That's the same girl you heard like on that other video that you watched. When I was Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. But she wasn't on
Yeah,
camera then. But I made her get on camera.
right.
You
Well, I was
know,
watching this earlier. Then Mr. Riley here, he was getting
What?
photobombed a lot. There was somebody dancing
Where
behind him. Your name is Dave, right? What's your name? I only know you
Bill.
just check out the Bill. Okay, I only
Yeah,
know you just check out the Rileys. I'm terrible that
yeah.
way. I
That's
made Cliff
okay.
put his. I helped Cliff with his name. I made him put his name in there. No,
I know. I was like, yeah, too high can be kind of negative. So, I'm like, okay, then what?
Right. Oh,
yeah.
we lost
So well,
Ruby.
well, what it gets down to, I know it's legal in a lot in our state. It's legal. A
Yeah.
lot of people are, associate too high as with, you know,
Yeah. Instead of living life
nature's
high and being high.
nature's high. Nature's high. They don't associate it with a mental attitude of living life to the fullest and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Most people
Sean.
would. Hey, Sean. Yeah, most people would think it'd be the other stuff, the kind you smoke, and
Yeah.
right.
and
Now,
a
I'm
lot of
not
people
going to
don't.
lie. I
A lot
partake,
of
but
people.
not all the time.
Well, I used to when I was younger.
Yeah. Go. Nobody wants to play
You,
with you, dog.
you can always just call me Riley. My last name is Riley, so check out the Rileys.
Well,
So if
Bill,
you
I
can't
know it's
remember
Bill
my name,
because, yeah, my brother-in-law's name is Bill, so that's easy.
Wait,
okay,
it is Bill short? Hold on, I got to do the Bill joke, okay? Because my dad's name is
sure.
Bill too. So is Bill short
Right.
for William?
My
Not this
brother-in-law's
time.
my brother-in-law's name is William, but he
My-
goes by Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
My
dad's name is William, but he goes by Bill. Same with my uncle.
yeah. My name is actually Bill on my birth certificate. My mother, she she named me Bill, and you know, I just tell everybody, I'm a hillbilly, and my mother named me Bill, and
Go, Batman, go.
we confused a lot of people while I grew up. Why is your name Bill?
You think I got
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
bikes?
there's your bike.
Well, that one there, I'm working on it right now. I'm actually going to do a video of a bike hack on how to make fenders for them. And here's the other bikes just sitting here right now. But I got behind the green screen
Pull that bike around.
is another bike. So there's
Okay,
another bike
I'll
back
take
there.
that one. You ship it to me.
Then this. I got this bike, and I got my fat tire bike up there being worked on. So
Here's here's the bike I'm going to start riding this week.
Mhm.
oh,
As soon as I get some
touchscreen.
get some air in the tires.
Okay, what is that?
Let's see. It says YT. YT
See,
Industries.
it's a YouTube bike.
Ooh. It says YT Industries is what it says on there. So,
Now, I do
so
have a
only thing I
complaint
don't
with
know
you.
about is this little seat. Pull it up a little more.
Oh, you can
See how
change
little I
them out.
seated? Man, that's gonna be in my butt. You know, that'd be
You
a
can
cheat
change them
killer, right?
out. You can
Yeah,
change them out.
yeah. I might have to. I'm try to see if I could ride it, and then I'll work on it if
Well,
I
the
like.
big thing is to get the pointy end. Make sure you don't have that tilted up too well. You want to have it on a slight down. When you start riding and you feel like you're getting numb, your
Yeah,
seat's not set right.
yeah.
And I'm
Well, we'll
talking
find
numb
out.
in certain. I'm talking numb
I'll
in
test
certain regions.
it. Right. Lisa D is in the building. Hello, Lisa D. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Lisa.
Good to
Yeah,
see you.
I was commenting early about like going to James Skype and that. I am subscribed to him. I
Yeah,
just discovered a lot of times you go to those and you leave there, you might get two. You get up next
yeah,
morning, they're gone. You know,
yeah, yeah,
just because people go to them, they don't know how to do it properly.
Hmm.
Uh, Yesterday, I've gained 50 subscribers,
Oh, shit.
and I just by putting content out there, putting videos up
yeah,
and stuff. So,
yeah.
so I'm just
Oh,
let my channel do what it's got to do, and everything is up. So, from when I started, everything I'm my their YouTube says I'm doing well, so everything's in the green again. So
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was a lot of work
Oh,
to get to that point. My views are up, and everything else are back up. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I was going to talk too about short videos. YouTube has started doing the short format as well, just like
yeah,
the TikTok. Yeah,
the hashtag shorts and stuff. Yeah, there's a she's on here. I don't know. May not be on tonight. I follow somebody, and her YouTube channel is she does a lot of the shorts. Actually, what she
yeah,
does is she puts her TikTok videos together and makes
yeah,
a video.
yeah.
Stuff like that. So
That's why I joined. I joined TikTok to try to push some of the people from there to here, and so I made them the same name. Check out the Rileys on both platforms. But
well, I'm on TikTok.
I'm sharing my TikTok videos on my
Right.
YouTube channel as shorts.
Right.
So that way I got more content too. You know, it's just a short little under a
Right.
minute video. Bam, there it is. It's a
Right.
short.
And what
I tried
everybody
to play
should
with
do,
TikTok.
what
Didn't like
everybody
it.
should do too is for about every live stream you do, you should put up at least one video, because if you don't put the content out and you just live stream,
Right.
YouTube can actually penalize you, and they'll stop you from live streaming, and you can get
Yeah.
one copyright strike. I'm talking the major. Then after you get two more, they can pull your channel down. And even though they'll penalize you on your first strike, you think, okay, I'm gonna do my
What the
7 days
phone?
or whatever days I can't live stream. They
Right.
will actually keep that major copyright strike on your record. You'll never lose that. So
It's up there.
so if you're do strictly live streams on here, putting up no videos, that's actually going to go against you. That's under the
Right.
new
I thought.
policy. That's
Right.
under the new policy. You know, so that's why here in the last couple of weeks, I put a lot of stuff up, because I want to make sure nothing happens to my channel. I got a lot invested in it, money,
Right.
time, and everything
Oh, so they
else. So
updated their policies? Because I kind of caught you live, you know, when you were talking about that earlier. Then I had to bounce out because we recorded that video.
yeah. So if you know, YouTube is for content creators and influencers. I'm considered an influencer because I do drone giveaways and stuff like that and reviews. But so they want more than live streaming from people. They want people on here to put videos up. I mean, my worst video is still my best video because it's still up here, and that's when I first started. And they want you to put some kind of videos up. You know, realistically, I should do like two a week is what I should be doing. And
Right.
the weather's starting to break where I can get the drones out again. So I will be doing that. But also, I'm going to do a video on this fat tire bike. I'm going to call it Bike Hack, and I'm going to set up my tripod. I'm going to record making fenders for it, because you
That's
can
cool.
go to like eBay and spend. You can get these same fenders for your bike. You go to eBay, you'll spend anywhere from $8 to $20, okay, for a set of fenders. All they are is plastic fenders. They're held onto your forks with tie wraps, of all things. You know, wire
Right.
cable ties. Well, I discovered I can copy that picture and print it out. Then I enlarge it about an inch, and it's perfect for a fat tire bike. So I take that. I had these plastic totes sitting around here. I had a couple of no lids on them. I drew that outline on that plastic tote. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to take my heat gun. I'm going to form it to fit my bike. I'm going to make a fender for $5 for front and rear. And
Cool.
anybody can do these. So I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to tell people how I did it. Just like
Yeah.
you could in turn watch my video and you do the same thing. And most everybody has a plastic tote around the house that maybe no good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to throw it out. Well, before you throw it out, I tell you how to make the template. You trace it with a marker on it, and I'm going to use a saber saw. I'm going to cut it out. You can use whatever you want, a Dremel, whatever. I'm going to cut it out, and I'll take my heat gun and I'll heat it up and form it to the tire, and I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to have $5 in a set of fenders.
Right.
And if you use like a lacquer based paint, if the tote is green, yellow, or whatever, you can Krylon paint. I don't know if they got it over there or not, but you can spray these fenders with Krylon after you heat them. And Krylon actually bonds to the plastic, and you got black, red, yellow, whatever fenders you want. And it's going to be really simple. And it's just something I just thought of in my head. I'm giving it all away now, but I was so excited that I finally come up with something that may work.
Right.
That's why my bike's sitting there in the stand, because that's going to be my centerpiece for making fenders. And in turn, I can use them fenders on other bikes.
Right. OMJ, welcome. Good to see you in here. Thank you for watching those ads. Forgot to even turn them on.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, that's just like YouTube getting paid off us small channels running ads now.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to start that pretty soon too.
Oh,
But
I've seen
but
people watch my stuff and they get the commercials, you know, the little ads, and you know, at the
yeah,
48 subscribers I got, I'm just like, yeah, YouTube. I remember when in 2000, let's see, when I moved to Savannah in 2016, you could still be monetized and have 20 subscribers. You could still go live from your mobile instead of third party, you know. But then sometime while I was in Savannah between 2016 2017, then they changed the policy to the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch out.
well, they did that. They did that because of the mass shootings that were around.
Mm,
Because there are people that these people were actually live streaming it, so that YouTube changed that to cover themselves, so
yeah,
they would be apt to get no lawsuits over somebody live stream a shooting of some kind.
Right.
That's the reason they did it. But realistically, even if you had 1,000 people and you decided to crack, you could still do it. So what does it accomplish? Not a whole lot, you
yeah,
know.
not
But
a,
Right.
not a
um,
whole.
I have, I live stream through my phone when I do my driving videos. That's what I'm doing. I'm using my phone. I plug it into my charger and I put the holder sideways. And because most of your smartphones has image stabilization in them, and I
Right.
just put it on the dash. But what I do is I put a camera next to it, and I'm recording my drive. So my last live stream, I actually recorded a video, and the video's up there too. Because when I lose cell signal, that's where you have to watch a video. You can see the rest of the drive, you know. So
Well,
so
okay, so the one thing I'm trying to figure out, and you're the right person to ask this to, is with StreamYard, if we're going mobile, we can only use the selfie camera. We can't flip the camera.
no, you should be able to do it either way.
I was trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, it should give you an option. No, you should be able to do it either way. But I've only played with StreamYard on my phone once. I
Yeah,
don't know. I was thinking about doing driving live and using StreamYards, but then I'm going to be distracted because there are going to be people up there talking, and I'm going to be paying too much attention to the phone where I'm not paying attention to my driving. So in turn, I opted out of using StreamYard for that reason, for safety. You know,
right,
when I use the YouTube app to live stream, I can see the chat. Just sometimes it goes really fast. Like somebody will come in and say something. I have to take my finger and swipe up, and then I can see the chat, whoever the last comment was. But that's the reason I use that. But also Streamlabs. If you have an iPhone, for example, you can use Streamlabs, and the chat is similar to StreamYard,
right.
but you can't have guests. Because I talked to Joe about it, J3 about it, and I said, well, maybe I'll do a live stream driving and put StreamYards in my phone. But the problem with that is like I say, it would be a big distraction for me, because there'd be people on the panel and I'm sitting there looking and trying to drive, and that ain't a good thing. As it is, when I'm live streaming with my phone, I'm glancing at the chat, but I'm paying more attention to the road, you know. So sometimes I miss what people say. So
Right.
Yeah, we did a driving stream the other day when we were coming home from traveling, but my wife is with me, so she's reading the chats and just have the phone. We got a little dock in the windshield there, so it just sits there and films where we're driving, and she's reading the chat while we're driving, so I don't have to look at it or anything. I just
right.
drive.
Well, this bike here, it's actually sitting right here.
Uh,
If you look, you see there's a cam mounted right there. There's
Right,
a
right.
holder. There's a holder to put my I use an Osmo Action. I can put it in there.
Right.
I'm also going to put on this handlebar a phone holder so that the
That's cool.
camera can be faced out, and that way I can live stream riding my bike.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
on the back, I got a selfie sticks that mounts to it, and I got a second camera, like another Osmo Action, that I could put back there, and it shoots over my shoulder, the back of
Right.
me, my head, and over my shoulder. And actually, that bike has uh, 4 cameras on it. There's another one mounted on the very back of it, so I have 4 cameras on that bike. That's what I use for my other channel. But I'm gonna start putting those videos up on here when the weather breaks.
Yeah,
So let
Scotty B Show. Hello, hello. Welcome,
What about
welcome.
the helmet mounts?
my helmet is Byron's down here. Where's my helmet? Right here. I got me one of these.
I don't have a helmet yet. I'm not for sure if
I
I'm going to
got
be able to find one big enough over here.
This is my helmet to go on my bike, and right there's the helmet mount you're talking.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I put it on there. That way,
But
if you turn your head, you can see the camera will track you. So I have multiple ways of putting cameras on my bike. I also got another mount, and one of my cameras right here. This thing here. This
Yeah.
goes on my wrist, so I can turn it on to record, or I can make it take a picture, and I don't even have to touch the one camera. And that's the camera that's
Yeah.
facing me. So when it's on, I just hit the record button and it starts up, so that I can record what I'm doing. But yeah, I do have this helmet. This is a cool helmet.
Yeah. That probably work as good as some of the helmets, right?
Well, this
Fall
helmet
down to
here,
the poo.
if you look through it, you can see how,
Yeah.
look at it. It's like Swiss cheese. It's an ultra light helmet. It's super light.
Right.
And its way it's designed, it sucks. This bill is just for air deflector, and it diverts the air across the top of your head, and it comes out the back, and it meets out the back here through those spots there, and it's super light. And it's eBay. You can get this through eBay,
Yeah.
and I got it because it matches the bike.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scotty's,
our problem here is shipping. Everything, getting shipped over here is
yeah,
costs too much.
that's a four, yeah, that's a four. I think I only paid like $14 for that helmet, but
Right.
it probably costs you $50, $60 to get it shipped there.
Exactly. Tim, we'll see you next time. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you guys. Everybody, if you're giving the thumbs up, appreciate it. Anybody that happened to share us out, thank you, thank you. It looks like we've been about an hour now, and appreciate everybody hanging in there and hanging out with us. But I understand, Tim, you got your day going here, and it's 9:30 a.m. in the Philippines, so and it's Sunday morning here, so it's a day to do some stuff if you're able. It's a nice day down here so far. It's probably going to get kind of warm, but so far so good on weather.
mm.
Looks clear. So I'll probably be able to see that mountain drones got in the back. Yeah.
There, you should have got a notification if you follow my channel.
Yeah, I do, but I've got my notifications turned off on laptops because
Oh,
my
okay.
son uses it. He uses it
Okay.
for his school, so I got notifications turned off.
Oh, okay. I just
Mm.
shared. I just shared you out.
Hey, I
I
appreciate
forgot.
it.
I forgot I can do that. I got one of those community tabs things.
Yeah, yeah. I try to remember when I go to a live stream. I try to tell like you know if I'm on my phone and not on my tablet. On my tablet, it's too old, and I can't share it out. But on my phone or if I'm on the laptop, then I can share it out when I go to somebody's live stream. And I try to
Right.
remember to do that.
Yeah. I just it's like when I do my own live streams. I
Uh-huh.
sometimes forget to share out stuff,
Yeah,
and I
so,
think you
so
were
do I.
playing with I think you were playing with the StreamYard timer today. Is that what I saw earlier? The countdown
My
timer?
wife was, yeah, my wife was, yeah, when I first started, yeah, I started playing with it and
Okay,
to start it up.
you go to in your search box on your channel, but you got to put Vidi YouTube downloader. You got to look for the program and put it in your computer. Then you go to uh, type in the search box YouTube copyright free countdown timers, 5 minutes,
Right,
2 minutes, whatever you want. Then you can download them through it with that video program. You bring it to that video program gives you an option to download the video, or you can download just the audio. I download the video on the timer, and then you can upload it into StreamYard where that 38-second thing is, so you can have
right.
your own custom countdown timers. I got 3 of them, and
Yeah,
yep, and it's just like they have copyright free music. A lot of my music and my videos,
yeah,
I do a search for copyright free music that, you
yeah,
know, 7 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the time of the video you're doing, and
right.
I download that music and I upload it to my video, and
Mm.
that's where I get all that cool music because sometimes it's better than what YouTube gives you.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and it's better than what iMovie gives you too.
Right.
yeah,
And well, that's the other thing. Some of that stuff on iMovie, if you put it in your phone, if you put it up on YouTube, next thing you know, they don't like it. They'll give you a
right,
copyright strike because it belongs to somebody.
Right.
So
right,
I just do it in your search boxes, type copyright, uh, whatever like music for your videos. You go in, you can type in uh, copyright free 20-minute pop music or relaxing music, inspirational music, whatever you
right,
want, and it'll bring up stuff. Then I use that video and I download the video. The video it goes to the video program. Then it gives me the option to download the video or the audio. I just download the audio into my computer. Then I put the audio on my video, and
right.
it's all free. Everything I do is free. I mean, the only thing I had to actually pay for my channels is chair I'm sitting on and the green screen.
Right.
A camera I got, the guy who originally set up my channel back in the day, he sent me this camera. So, and I use a 920 Logitech Pro camera is what I use. I don't use one on the computer. I use that one.
Right.
And there's a big difference using
Hmm.
even okay, this is Logitech camera. Now I'm going to go to the camera on the computer. You'll see the difference. You see how I actually looks like I've shifted over. My green screen went haywire and all that, and it
Yeah.
Right.
looks bad. Now if
Yeah.
I go back to the other camera, and you can see the difference right there in the quality, and that's just the
Right.
camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the C922 XD. HD Pro.
Well, I'm afraid to upgrade my camera because people might see my real face, and They might quit watching.
Yeah,
That's
you know
why I
what?
hide behind the beard.
That's what I will say this. A lot of times, I have somebody else in the Philippines. I was watching it one day. They were walking the street. Might have been Lauren. I miss that lady. I know when she does her live stream. I feel kind of sad because I remember when her husband was alive. You go over to her live stream. There'd be 20, 30 people in there. She does
Right,
a
right,
live stream at her little shop there, and you're lucky to get two or three in there, and
right.
I still think people should still be supporting her if they can,
Sure.
but I go to I every time she's on, I at least go over there and hang out with her for a little bit, just
Hmm.
Yeah.
because I'm trying to support her. She's had a bad year losing her husband and all that, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
A lot of times I jump in
Hello,
and here's
Judas.
Jerome.
Hello.
I'm sitting there working on beats, and I'm just sitting there. Might not even talk. I'm just sitting there watching while I'm putting out some beats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I try to do. If I go to a lot of places, a lot of streams that I don't say anything on. It'd be like time for me to be. I should be asleep, so I don't start talking, so I don't get too hyped up in there.
Bill
I
be
know that's
trolling.
I know that's my trouble. I hate to say it. I'll go to I do that. I go to people's live streams and I pop in the chat and say hello. And next thing you know, they're saying, come on up." And I'm
Right,
trying to make
exactly.
my rounds, try to make your rounds and go to other people's channels. It's
Right,
yeah,
right.
as you know, Bill, it gets hard. The more
Oh yeah.
people you got on your channel, the harder it is to hit everybody. I do my
That's
ultimate best to do it, but I was like, say, I was at Cliffs today. I watched it, but I left a thumbs up. I didn't have a chance to comment, but I figured I'd just tell them it's easier in the comment. But
right.
it gets really hard. Then I go to live streams. I'll just sit there in the background, give them a thumbs up, or who was it? Songs for Amazon. I didn't comment, but I gave her a super chat, so she knew I was there,
Right, right.
and stuff like that. But it's like one day I went to a live stream. It was on. I said hello, and next thing I was on there for 2.5 hours.
Exactly, exactly. When you start talking, it blows you
Yes.
up. You stay a
Sometimes
lot
it's
longer.
all right to troll. It's all right to
Right.
Yeah.
troll.
Yeah. Just
Oh
just
yeah.
go in, watch, and take off. Yeah, Judas, I live in the Philippines. I'm down here in Mindanao, and we started off by talking about travel. That it's opened back up as far as traveling around Mindanao here. I can get through all the checkpoints and stuff. We tested it out a couple days ago to see if we could travel around in the Philippines here. I'm not saying get on a plane and travel because I haven't done that lately, but driving town to town, we were able to do that now. So that's where we started at talking at the beginning of the stream here. But if you have any questions,
Right.
feel free.
Right.
Yeah,
Philippine Desert Gardener. I have a question. I got an ad on Facebook. It sounded like your channel name. Was that you? And if so, just let me know because I declined it because I didn't recognize it. Because I get a lot of ads on my Facebook for people. All I suggest to them is they leave me a message so that I know who their YouTube channel is. So because somebody that name Philippine Desert Gardener, that name sounds familiar, and I got a feeling she sent me a Facebook ad. I'm not sure, but I didn't recognize it, so I declined it. Don't take it personal. If I don't know who you are, I don't add you.
right.
I just added uh, POD, he sent me a request just last day or so, so I added him. So, but yeah, if I don't know who they are, I mean, that's a problem. I get a lot of ads, and from people. I don't mind them. Okay,
Yeah, Judas.
and
I've been living in Mindanao for a few years now, so I'm good. I know where to go and not to go, and all that kind of good stuff. I live in an area that they would say not to live in, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm down now. I know what to do and not to do.
Oh, so you live
okay,
in the hood, huh?
okay. It
Well,
might have been.
it's not really
Uh,
the hood, but there's some known terrorists in this area. So
Oh,
well, you got one sitting in next to you. His name, that guy Cliff. He's
he's a
kind of
terrorist.
shady. He's shady.
yeah.
Well, it may not have been you. I don't know. So, but all I ask is people send me a request is leave me a message in there. I know how to find my spam messages or whatever. That if you're not in my channel, I check all that stuff. So,
Yeah. Hillbilly, how you doing, Hillbilly, in the Philippines? Good to see you, my friend. James Harding, hello, welcome. Got to shout people out as they come in. FDG, I don't know if I said hi, but hello. It's always good to see you.
You know, for a sighted person, my wife sure can't park the car in the driveway right. It's halfway in the grass. Maybe my blind self should park it. I mean, there's two cars right across the street from our driveway because the community we live in, the townhome community, how they're set up. So she tried to back in with the backup camera, but she's mostly in the yard. But that's okay.
well, that's just one little section of yard you can get worried about getting mowed.
Hey, I know, right? That's what the HOA will do when they come out here and cut it eventually.
Yeah, it'll save them a couple seconds on the
Well,
mowing time.
and it's sod, so it's not.
You just got photobombed again, Bill, behind you.
I did.
I saw that.
My son passing through, or my wife, or
Well, somebody passed through. It was just quick. I knew that.
yeah. I got my two kids and my wife is here, so dogs are outside right now. So don't worry about them jumping in the picture right now.
Well,
Unless I go outside.
Well, my buddy is. If I'm down here, that's my son's dog. If I'm down here, he comes down and he hangs out with me. When I go upstairs, he'll go upstairs. He comes down here and hangs out with me, and I'm down here. So
Yeah.
supposed to be he's my son's dog, but he likes everybody. He's got a little bit of a fat tummy. The camera makes it look bigger, and it makes him look bigger than he is. But a lot of times he'll come down here and just be down here when we're upstairs and just lay. So.
My son's telling me about his Lego he lost. Fell off. I think I knocked it over, his little thing that he had built. So
Shame on you.
Maybe it jumped off. I'll step on it later and I'll find it.
Oh yeah, they got a TV commercial about that here in the States.
Yeah.
The guy's walking this big old Lego, and it was I think it's for Bounty or someone of those cleanup plates. Then he had a drink in his hand or something and went flying. Anyway, she stepped on a Lego.
Yeah. Those are the worst. Yeah. But thank you guys for the 9 people we still got hanging out with us. Appreciate it. I know I'm not too booming today or anything. Phil's from Phoenix, hello from Cebu. Hello, hello. Mike is in the house. Mike, how you doing? We were just talking about traveling around in the Philippines, and they put out a notice saying that it was going to be lightened up as far as restrictions to go town to town, and
Well, where I'm
it's
at, we
and
don't
it
have
is,
restrictions.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
here we had a bunch of traveling town to town. Here you'd have one kind of code that you had to have, or you have to have paperwork, and it was all confusing, and nobody could really travel, and yeah, it made it very difficult. But now they said it opened up, so we tested it the other day. We drove 2 hours away to where we want to go to the beach area, so
hmm
just to make sure it was like they said it is. So yeah, Judith, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Well, what are the
Hopefully,
beaches like
connected.
there?
Yeah.
So, what are the beaches
Well,
like there in the Philippines compared to the States?
Well, I lived in Indiana, so I had most of the time when I went to the beach, we would be on vacation and go to Florida or something like that.
Right.
Which you had some nice beaches, but they were always overcrowded and stuff. But I can go here in the middle of the week and I can go to a beach and there'd be nobody on the beach but me. And white sandy beach down this way, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And Philippine people, they don't like getting the suntan like we do. So
Hmm.
they're up in the trees and stuff, hiding out, and I'm on the beach. Give me some of that sun kind of thing. And so it's nice to go to an uncrowded beach. But sometimes at night, before all this hit, they always would go to the beach at night and have like a party or get-togethers and stuff. So you have like a big crowd there, middle of the night. So.
Well, they like the water clear like the Caribbean, or is it murky like here in the States?
Well, it's just depending on where you are. Some of the bays are real clear, and then some of them are more murky. Just depending on what's since we're there's like 7,000 islands here that make
Yeah.
up the Philippines. So just depending on what island you're on, and some of the beaches are just, I mean, they're ranked as being top 5 beaches and throughout the whole world. So
Oh yeah. Well, you go down to Panama City now. It's the water is ugly as can be. The same in Jekyll and the same in Savannah at Tybee. It's just murky, ugly.
well, hello, Brett. We're all in the Philippines today, Brett.
Tom
Well,
Patrick is here too. Hello, hello.
out here in Georgia, it's dark and it's a little cool and
Yeah.
and it's not raining.
They use sunblock 90. Yes, it's they don't want any sun
Oh my god.
covering up a
Ooh.
lot. It's been open for a while in Cebu. Yeah, they said they said we were able to travel island to island, but just because they say it don't mean it's happening. And hold on, I gotta stop my son from doing something. Hold up.
Yeah. Oof. Where are
I'm
my
still
keys?
looking for a motorhome.
Oh yeah.
One I was wanting to get sold. You know,
Ah,
I don't want to pay. I don't want to finance it. I want to pay cash. So in turn, that you know, I didn't contact the person, so it's my own fault. So I got to find another one. I might end up going to Illinois to get one before it's over with.
Yeah. When I bought my RV, I drove from Indianapolis to Cleveland, Ohio, to get the RV, and then I had to drive it all the way home. And it was the first time I had ever driven a big RV, so that was kind of scary.
Well, I'm used to driving big trucks because when I worked for Enterprise, the rental company, I used to drive the 26-foot, 26. They call them 26-foot box trucks. You know, they're 26,000-pound truck. I used to move them around, so I can drive big equipment. But the problem is, I found one I really like. It's in the center of Ohio.
Right.
It's 5 hours down there.
Dang.
So it's 5 hours down there from my house. Buy it. So you're talking 6 hours, maybe, 6.5. It's then 5 hours back. So that's hey, POD is here.
Hey.
So you're talking basically a whole day to get an RV.
Yeah.
No, it's a class. I'm looking for a class C. I don't want a class A. The Facebook Marketplace is full of them, full of the class A's. And we don't want nothing that big.
Right.
A class C has got the van front end on it, basically. The front end's it's basically out of a van. So,
I think those are. That's a definite good size. But when I was buying mine, I looked for C's, but I couldn't find what I wanted, and I wanted a generator already in it.
Yeah, that's my other issue. We got to have a generator.
Yeah. So I finally found an A for the price of a C, so I bought the A. But that gas is not the same in those two. So I was getting when it was going good, I might get 11 miles per gallon. But most of the time it was 10 and under. So.
Oh yeah, you can almost think with a Class C, especially you got one with V10 Ford engine in it. Say it's a Ford chassis, 7 to 10 miles per gallon. But if you was to go out and buy a pickup truck and pull a travel trailer, you're gonna be right there anyway. So the difference is I don't have to pull a trailer.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. Yeah, a lot of the stuff on Marketplace is in Illinois, Indiana. I found a Riata, which is a small one, but I found there's one in Detroit, Michigan. And that's
Hillbilly, hello.
That's got it's 31 footer. So it's a big one. So
there we go.
I had to go for the sitting outside. A0 washer and dryer, stack, queen size, full bathroom, got a full tub.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to get at least
Sucker's got 8 tires on it.
27 foot to be able to get that at least. Because my semi have a 24-foot trailer. It's only got a bathroom with a toilet and a mirror in it.
37J series.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been. My only requirement is it's got to sleep at least 4, because we have friends that want to go with us, and it has to have a generator, non-board generator. I don't want a Class A. I don't want one of those big RVs because you know,
Pure
they
diesel.
probably get comparable in fuel economy as the small ones, but
Hmm.
you know, but at the same time, I don't want, you know, I mean, they got a dual axle pusher in Detroit, I mean, in Indiana for $15,000, but it's a big
Mhm.
old bus, you know, and
Right.
you know, I don't want nothing that big. I
I
wanted
got
something
mine
too
cheap.
that
I
my
got
wife,
mine cheap. The
yeah,
money, I got it for 6,000 cash.
yeah. My friend
Six
sent
thousand
me a
cash
link.
for a
IPOD.
37J. That's cheap.
My friend sent me a link to one today, and I said, "Oh wow, $1,500. It's got 50,000 miles on it." But I got to looking at his pictures, and you know, you can tell a lot from people's Facebooks. You know, when you do an ad on Facebook Marketplace, it puts a link to your Facebook page, right? I went there, and you could see where he patched a big old hole in the side of it, and he was sitting there accusing somebody of destroying his trailer. And he says they said it was rotted out and all that. And he says I just fixed it myself. So I went and looked at his pictures that he put on Marketplace, and sure enough, I wouldn't have caught it unless I went to his page. I looked at his pictures, and the inner wall of the overhangs the cab on the driver's side of the truck, the motorhome, was just part of that pressed wood. It wasn't even finished. It was just the board stuck up there. Then I looked at the
Wow.
exterior on that side, which he did not focus on with his camera too well. I got to looking at that, and you can see the patch job he did to it was terrible. So even at $1,500, it had a 460 Ford in it and all that. I mean, that was the big turnoff was the patch job. Otherwise, I would have considered it even at
Um,
that. I mean, hell, I could buy a
yeah, but
1999 Georgie boy for 14,000. That's a
Yeah.
big one.
well, I couldn't turn down a 1998 one for 6,000. You know how much the generator in that thing cost? Five
Well,
thousand
that's just
new.
it.
The
Well,
generator
that's just
cost
it.
is worth that. The generator.
Right. Well, that's why you know that's what you try to explain to people. If let's say we want to go to Yellowstone, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, we want to make a trip to Yellowstone. Okay,
Right.
you go in the East Gate. It's 40 miles from Yellowstone entrance to west to the first feature, which is Old Faithful, right? Then you got to drive a little further to go to West Yellowstone to sleep. Well, it's going to cost you 200 to 220 bucks a night for a hotel room there. Well, you
Right.
can boondock where they got areas you pull off uh, just outside of the town. You can pull in these areas and park you just go in there and park, you know, and stay overnight. Do whatever you want to do. And, you know, obviously you got to have solar or you got to have a generator, and you
Yeah.
can do it for free. So
Right.
I figure you got to spend 3 days in Yellowstone to see everything. So you might as well drive a motorhome out there and stay in it as compared
Right.
to drive out
Well,
there
here's
and
the
pay the
deal
big
with
bucks.
Yellowstone. If you're
Hey,
disabled,
hold on.
disabled
Let me
vet or disabled,
let me welcome
you
in
get to stay
POD real
free.
quick, guys.
Like
Hold on
it's
just a
like
second.
80 bucks for a lifetime.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bill. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
let me
Bill.
welcome in POD. I pulled him up here and I hadn't said anything to him. POD, good morning. Welcome to
Morning.
the AM in the Philippines.
Yeah, I just woke up.
I saw him
Did
there.
you?
He looked like he was kind of grumpy anyway.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not grumpy. He just
not
got a.
grumpy. Just woke up.
Well, here, where are you at? Where's that? Right here.
I finished up your program this morning. So you guys had a great stream. Your sports zone last night, and I started off my program talking about it a little bit too, and telling everybody you guys asked for songs that pump you up and get you ready for the game and stuff. And
Yeah.
if you guys get that together, send that over in Messenger to POD, and you might make his next week's shout outs. He might throw you on there. I already got mine to him first, right? I was first.
Yeah. You, Charisse V, and Hazy Cheesy sent me one, but we've already made significant technical adjustments to it, and you'll notice the difference starting March 13.
Awesome.
But anyway, hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Scotty B.
It's just easier to say everybody rather than you got so many people there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you know, POD, I'm a big baller.
Hey, everybody. Hey, POD.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, everybody except POD.
Except for POD.
Likewise.
Yeah. No, it's we talked about we started off the show talking about travel restrictions, how they've lightened up on Mindanao Island. You know, I can't talk about flying to different islands going around, but we tested it out. We wanted to find out if it's rumor or is it real. So we went to the area that we like to go to for like an overnight, you know, go to the beach, resort, that kind of thing. And it's on the other side of Jinsan where they have the white sandy beaches and stuff. So we just traveled out there. We decided to go out there about a 2-hour trip, and we wanted to make sure it is open. And now we can make a plan to go out there and actually, you know, spend the night or go to a resort or whatever. But you know, a lot of times here, as POD knows, they say one thing, but it's a different thing happening, or they don't tell you. You go to the next town, it's this. You go to that town, it's that way. But you know, it makes it hard to do stuff here. So I wanted to find out for sure, firsthand info. I traveled. I didn't have any problems getting through the different areas, and we should be good to go. You know, as far as making plans and actually going to spend the night somewhere, have a little mini vacation, if you will. So
Cool.
yeah.
Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, Scotty B. Appreciate it.
King, hello, King Gray TV, welcome.
Hi, King Gray.
Hello.
Hi, Dak. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Phil's to Phoenix.
Yeah. Phil's to Phoenix is in Cebu there. Cebu,
Is that where he
the
lives,
city.
or
We
he's
have a
there?
Cebu
Yeah.
here.
You know that drone? You know,
What's
if you
that?
spend, I think it's about 160. If you spend $160, you get a lifetime membership there, any national park. As long as you're
Oh, I already
disabled,
got
veteran,
that. Yeah,
or
I
over
already got.
62.
I already got my free pass. I've had it now for. I've already used it. It's already paid for itself.
Hmm.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that
No,
for that
no.
price,
I
man.
paid.
Not for a
I
lifetime.
paid. Yeah, I paid $80 at the time when I got mine.
Obama raised it
When I
to
got mine.
160.
Oh, did they? Yeah, I paid $80
Yeah,
when I got
160.
mine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 160.
Yeah.
It's still cheap, 160 for life. You know, you can stay anywhere
Oh,
free
yeah.
in the 28 national parks. Boondocks
I've been.
are online.
Yeah. Well, I've been to Sleeping Bear Dunes. That's in Michigan here. I've been there 4 times, and it's already paid for itself. So we've taken friends up there. You to see it, you know, and so
So now is that dunes a recreational area to like go
it's
take
a
like your
national
sand rail?
park.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's a national park. You have to look it up. They got Sleeping Bear Dunes. They got the Manitou Islands right there and all that. But it's considered a national park in Michigan.
Oh,
And the main dune, when you walk up to the trail to Lake Michigan, you're 400 and some feet above the lake. And they
oh,
actually got a sign. They actually got a sign there because people actually will go down that dune to the bottom of the lake. It takes you about an hour and a half climb back up, and they got a sign down there. If they got to rescue you, in other words, have somebody come by boat or whatever to rescue you, it's a $3,000 fee they charge.
what? Oh, so don't do it.
You know what's good too is every Walmart, if you park in the lowest part of the parking spot, you know, the parking lot where nobody's around, park for free overnight.
Right.
There in Walmart. So if you're smart, you really don't have to pay for a hookup when you go across country. You can use your Walmart. There's other free places, or you can use where you stop for rest area overnight.
I was just gonna say that if you're driving across the country, you just get freaking tired. I just pull into a rest area and I just crawl to bed and go to sleep.
Yeah,
Lock
sleep
the door and
take a
stay
nap
there.
for a few hours and get up and drive again.
Right. But that's my other
Do that all
thing
the
is
time.
when you something like that, I gotta get something that my wife can drive. You know, would want to drive too. You get a Class A and they're just so big that she would be not comfortable driving it. Then I'd end up driving it all the time.
No.
So
Well, you can get the cool
Yeah,
Class C ones that have a truck front
I
end
drove
on
a
them.
semi, so I'm used to. Semi is way bigger than a freaking Class A.
yeah, exactly. And I like I say, I drove those box trucks, those 26,000-pound box trucks for Enterprise. I used to move them around for them.
They make those.
And I used to drive them from Grand Rapids to Detroit.
They're like 2.5 tons. Yeah.
Well, the truck weighs 16,000 pounds. The rest of it is cargo, so it's 26,000 pounds. So, but I moved them around up until I retired a year ago this April. So, but
yeah, but like you can get the Class C's that have the like international front ends on them or like something like that. That's like a 2.5 ton. It looks like a small semi truck.
Right.
Those are spendy though. For like a 35-foot one of those.
Hi, Christian.
You know what I'm waiting for a drone? When Tesla brings out that semi, you're going to have all electric propane RV. You know
is that going to be a high? So that'll be a hybrid where it.
It's where he's going to have a propane generator, right? You know, propane, right?
Right.
That propane / electric. So the propane generator, and it'll have solar on top of the roof, right? It's total electric.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? The Tesla semi. So they're going to use it to make an RV.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They make like a 35-foot RV or something, or 40-foot RV with it. Because they got that semi. They've been working on that semi for what, I heard about it like a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, they're going to produce it next year. They're in Houston. Mm-hmm. Well, Antonio plant, the Giga plant there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, is there any, like a semi, you guys have fuel stops. So how will it run, say, 3,000 miles?
No, the generator is going to run it. It has a 500 watt hour battery. All right. Okay. Then it's going to be solar cells on top. They're going to have a 10K generator. That 10K generator will charge it up while you're boondocking. It'll be propane.
Okay, so in other words, if you decide to pull off the edge of the road and get some sleep, that the solar panel will be working
Yeah, or you can use a propane generator too when you park it at like a fuel, like a truck stop.
Right.
To charge it up if you go into the meter for 10 minutes or something. It'll charge it up a little bit.
What
Or if you
in
sleep
the damn
overnight, it'll
is
charge it
you
up.
old white guys talking about today? What's up,
Semi
Bill?
trucks. My mom works for Kenworth, and they make an electric truck.
We're
Oh,
talking
Bill
semi.
D.
We're talking semis now.
Bill D. What's up, my brother?
Hey, Ronald, how you doing?
What up,
Ronald,
Bill?
we're talking RVs, but we're talking where they're coming out with electric trucks, semis. They're going to convert them and use the frame to make RVs.
Yeah, make like
But it'll be electric propane RV.
Well, I'll be Hornsoggle. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to have electric semis.
Yeah.
Come on.
They already got one. Kenworth's got one.
Can we talk about something else?
Right now. I think it's
Bill, how you been?
Hey, I'm doing good. We're talking about snakes on planes and stuff.
Snakes on the plane. I don't want to hear God.
Yeah, that sounds like an interesting subject.
It's for made for around town semi truck, like around town hauling. My mom works at Kenworth. She told me about it. It's a Class 8 truck, the T60 680E, zero emissions Kenworth, an electric truck. 3.5 hour charge time is all it takes.
Ooh, I'm here to bring the comic relief. I got a tweet from a little birdie saying, Bill's mustache done grow 4 feet from this.
My mustache.
All right, what's going on here? I had to come in. Hillbilly, how you doing? Hillbilly. Last time I saw you
put some good. Now you, Ronald.
Well, the last time I saw the hillbilly, he looked the same way last time.
He's looking the same way. I think that's because his picture is the same. Huh?
He don't ever put his
the beard. I used to have a beard like old Billy.
Bill looking like my old dog. Yeah, get it. Oh, look at that thing. Woo! Yeah, I shaved.
I don't want to. I don't want to break the camera. I'd break the camera.
I couldn't go with it. I couldn't go with the T. It was just driving me nuts. I'm like this. PLD.
Yeah, what up, man?
I see you shave.
Hell, I just woke up not long ago.
I don't know, Bill. Hey, Bill, why don't you get a Class C RV in Mindanao, where you live at? You can go to
Judi Fisher,
and get you a Class C RV.
Hey, nice, Judi Fisher.
Hi, Judi. I haven't seen her much around anymore.
I did find a place to meet trailers, though.
They got places where you can dump your gray water and all of that.
Side of the road.
No, see, no.
Oh,
that's where everybody's
saying.
Well,
Riley is lucky. They sell RVs in Davao City. Over in Davao, they sell RVs Class C.
Yeah.
And there are no trailer parks where you can go in and,
properly
dispose of the gray water.
Yeah, there is around there is around Davao. There's a lot around Davao.
Davao.
I haven't seen
Davao.
Yeah.
Ano ba yan?
Yeah. That's
Davao is considered RV capital of Philippines. Is Davao?
Is that right?
Well, what's that saying? They don't have very many RV parks there. Then
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I've never
biological waste. There's no place to put it.
Like the U.S., where we're all over the place.
I've never seen one in person since I've been in the Philippines.
The only one I ever saw.
Christ! Someone racing their car down the street.
That's the only place I've seen one.
Well, Bill, I'll give you the website that takes you to Davao, and they'll sell you a Class C RV there in Davao. I'll give you the place that sells them.
Yeah, Yeah, I've already seen it. You can throw it in my link, but I already looked it up. They have a YouTube channel, so I've been on there and looked them up and stuff. But I just haven't, you know, I've only looked them up since after all this has started. So I haven't been down there to like see the place because I wanted to do a video about one of them, see what they were like, how what kind of size they are, can I fit in one, that kind of thing.
They're 28 foot, 28 feet.
Yeah,
It's 28
right,
Class C still with the beds in the overhang. Got the kitchen to the
right,
left, bunk bed to the right, a
right,
built-in microwave, and a little propane stove range in it. Now, one place to sit is where the couch comes to a bed.
right.
But it looks like,
They want to have a
they got pictures of it in the video.
dining room
Yeah.
table, probably. They have to have a dining room table on those things.
Drone, what's your take on this?
I'm actually talking. I'm actually on Facebook Marketplace right now looking at Class C motorhomes, and so far I haven't. Everything I've seen here has been crap.
It's a lot of freaking work.
Well,
James,
no,
we'll see you next time.
I'm going to.
Hey, can you imagine, Bill? Can you imagine Bill buying a Class C there in Davao,
hold up here,
taking that thing all the way around the Big Island?
Well, there's people that have YouTube channels geared around motorhomes.
Yeah, they do.
I actually follow a couple of them, and they got like 50 and 80,000 subscribers. They just ride around. They live in a motorhome full time,
and they're mostly in the States.
Yep. Yeah. I'm in the States
of Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no way in West Hell I'm gonna get me an RV in the P.
Yeah, but can you imagine the Filipinos watching Big Bill drive a Class C around the Philippines?
No, they don't care.
No.
They're gonna say, look, this stupid.
Right.
You running around my country, where you gonna dump this?
Right. I'm pulling
They
to
know
the side
what
of the
it
road
means.
where
They know what it is. They know exactly what it is. You just can't pull up. There's no campsite. There's no nothing. So now you want to be Filipino and just dump your waste anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
No, they're not gonna let.
Mike Whitman. There is Class C RVs in the in the Philippines. There are Class C.
What you do?
You just see Bill riding one in around in there.
What you do here in the States is you get that passport number on your on your license plate of your vehicle, and you just pull into the state parks and say you're there for the day and use their dump station.
That's right. But there's no dump, and when you are 100% disabled, it's free.
Yeah,
free. Anywhere, except
except the Philippines.
Yeah. You just can't pull up into somebody's spot and say, yeah, I'm 100% disabled veteran, and just dump your garbage. No. It has to be one of the national parks.
Or like an RV park, yeah.
Oh, RV park, yeah. Hillbilly. Where are you? You in the Philippines?
Who's that?
Hillbilly.
No, I got stuck here. They canceled my plane ticket back March 6th. I got an RV. It's a 37J Pace Aero.
When you going to take your RV over?
Ship it.
What's he going to do?
That big old plane.
A tanker ship and ship it over?
Hey, did you guys see the video of Duterte running over all the cars and stuff that people were illegally importing?
Oh, those imports?
Yeah.
Those fancy cars? Yeah.
He was running over them with a bulldozer or whatever.
Yeah. I saw it. Don't bring that crap over here.
Bill, hey, Bill, remind Mr. Wickman they have RVs in the Philippines, which is Class
He's joking
C, right?
around.
Yeah.
I'd like to get one. Look at one. It's very nice. Very nice. I could live in it.
Important stuff here is just crazy expensive. So, the stuff that I was looking at sending here, it's, I was paying taxes. I'd be paying taxes of what I could have bought it, back in the States for. That's what they were going to tax.
Probably like $5,000-$6,000 or something.
That's like me buying it twice.
Outrageous.
Forget that. I'm not shipping nothing big over here.
Yeah.
No.
People said
I was going to get a
to
container and ship all my furniture and all that stuff here, but they found out what the taxes were they were going to cost me. I was like, I just buy a new couch.
It's still 12% too. It ain't changed.
People said they want to move to the Philippines and they are moving to the Philippines. They had to sell their motorcycles because they didn't want to ship them over because it would cost more what their motorcycles were to ship it. Their motorcycles worth like $7, $8, and $10,000. They're like, nope, screw that. They're Harley Davidson.
That 12% VAT ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Sean.
I just got the full screen on.
37-foot J diesel pusher.
I know somebody who had a big diesel pusher, and then they travel around in it. They just live in it. They limit their driving per day to 300 miles a day because they could easily put $3,000 a week in fuel through the thing.
Right.
So like 7 miles a gallon.
So they drive 300 miles and stay there for 2 or 3 weeks. That's how they do it.
Now, here's a good deal. If I was still in the military, I would get that transported for free. You're allowed 2 vehicles to get transported for free. Say you're stationed overseas. Did you know that?
Yeah, if I was a baby, I'd still have baby teeth too.
Yeah.
That's if. There's no such thing as a Mac flight jacking your stuff over there no more. If you ain't in, you ain't in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I
don't think they'll even take it over there. If you were here with all that, yeah, they'll take it out. I don't think they bringing it in. No. None. I don't know where you've been here, Billy, but you got to keep up on current events. It's not going to happen. It's not.
You know that, Ronald? I used when in the Army, but it's what we used to do. You would get stationed in Germany. We would take over. We would take over 2 cars.
Yes,
and they would be muscle cars, right? And we would sell them over there for 4 times their value. We would buy a Mercedes Benz over there, expensive ones because they're cheap to buy, right? We'd have it shipped back over back to the U.S. We get that transferred back to the U.S. and the Army.
But it never came from the U.S. on a Mac flight to the Philippines. Never.
Correct.
Oh, they ship it in a cargo ship.
Cargo container.
Cargo container. Yeah. Either way, it's not military paying for it.
I'm going to have to back out of here, guys. I'm running out of battery.
Yeah, military pays for it. They allow you. All right. 2 vehicles.
See you later.
You got a ball
See you
head.
later.
That's the only reason why I'm here.
Well, that's what they get. That's what you get foreign cars over here to the United States. They ship them on cargo containers, like Hondas that aren't made over here. They ship one cargo containers. Like my car, when I bought it brand new, they shipped it to Portland on a cargo container, and they drove it up from Portland to the Everett, Washington dealership where I bought it from. Because that dealership has a good reputation for selling cars.
You know how much my buddy. Hey, Ronald, did you know how much in 1984 Shelby GT he got in Germany for when he shipped it over, when he went over to Germany for his duty station? He got $80,000. He only paid $6,000 for it. No, that's big money.
Yeah, back in
His other
84.
vehicle was back in his other when we went over in '84. He had another vehicle, the Chevelle. The Chevelle picked up 35,000 cash. This is in '84. He sold it to a German collector. Then he bought two big expensive cars. BMW was one. And the other one was a Land Rover. Guess how much he got that back home? He made profit. Time between those two Ford vehicles, he made over 120,000 in 2 years.
Oh, I know it's doable.
Just shipping it back and forth.
But not now.
No.
Not now.
They ain't shipping that over here.
No.
No, that's why you have to
Yeah,
pay
Mike, I don't
more
think
money for
that's
your car. You
shipping
have to pay a tax on top of your
It,
car
it
because they
costs too much. Costs
have
too
to ship it
much.
over here.
Stupid money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
don't want to do
somebody's
that
got it
now.
flowing, got money coming out the yin yang. They ain't bringing nothing like that over here.
Even the richest person I know wouldn't do nothing that stupid.
I don't know.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
you
they
know
did
what?
back in he did in '84. He took two vehicles over. That's what he took: a GT Chevelle, and that regular Chevelle, with that special ship through it. You know what I'm talking about? He sold them in German collectors.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No.
Oh, I don't know about now. I'm not in there, but this is '84. We just finished our training in AIT, and then we got shipped over to Single Court over there in Strap Field.
That's over 30 years ago.
30,
So,
37
Ron,
years.
how's everything in your neck of the woods over there?
Well,
Haven't
in the
talked to you
great
in
state of Washington, we are living large.
Oh, living the dream.
Living the dream. I'm waiting on my stimulus.
I got my my second one already.
You got? What do you mean? No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. The one was coming.
1400.
The
The
third
600.
one.
Oh yeah, the 600 one. Yeah, that was went to the casino.
Yeah, I got that one like what 3 weeks ago or something.
You just got yours 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, I got the 1200 one back in like May or whenever it was.
Wow.
1200 one, and then they're giving us another one too.
Yeah,
after.
the 1400 should be here by the end of March.
Yeah. They just approved that one. What, last week or the week before?
No, these idiots over there, Republicans, they nicking-knacking and taking out stuff, and they had changed stuff. So the change had to go back to the House where the bill originated, so the bill can be ratified by the House and then sent to the president. They're wasting
You know what?
time.
We're lucky
I
we're
didn't miss
we're even getting one though. We're lucky we're even getting one. Tell you the truth.
No, they can't stop it. They can delay it.
What I'm saying is they could go, well, we're not giving you one.
No, as long as Biden's in there, there's no stopping it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is they don't have to give us a stimulus. The
No, they
government
don't have
doesn't
to give us our money back. Yeah, the hell they do. It's our money.
They better.
It's our money. They give themselves a fat pay raise, but they won't give us $15 an hour or stimulus or extend the unemployment benefits. It's our money. We paying them.
Well, it's actually nobody's money. They're just printing it out of our ass. We're in debt.
Well, yeah, they can print it up all they want. They had no problem dropping that $1.5 billion tax cut for the rich. So give us ours.
Totally agree,
Ron. I mean, come on. Who's giving them their paycheck? It's already been allocated in last year's budget. They got their money.
There you go, there, big Bill. I sent you a link to where the RV place is. They sell Class C, just getting ready to sell Class A's.
Wow. Okay, I'll check it out there.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, because I'm right here in Washington State, and you know, Brett, that we got Paul's Boat RV sitting right here.
Yeah, you got other RVs too, like
A lot of
Camping World.
RVs here in Birmingham.
Camping World.
All they go for. They love
Yeah.
them RVs. 125K. Are
Yeah,
you
for some
kidding
of
me?
them, the nicer ones.
Yeah.
Or up.
With the extensions and the queen size bed and the whole nine.
Yeah, my dad has one. It's a 24-foot.
See what I'm saying? And that's
Not
all
that
they
expensive,
do up here.
like 20 grand. Yeah.
In the Great Northwest.
Yeah.
RV is king.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
It's too much work. I'm retired.
Right.
You see those old guys trying to hoist that thing? Thank God they got that new lift where you can lift it up and put it on the ball automatic. If they had to jack that up like the old day, it would never get done. Never. Ever.
Hey, a little bit of a switch of topic real quick. I wanted to ask, while we got Brett up here, I wanted to ask Brett, if you don't mind talking about it. Right now from what I understand is you're not able to stream because they gave you a strike.
Yeah.
What kind of strike did you get? What did they say it was for? And I know you talked about 90 days, but if you explain that to us.
Yeah, what it did. I showed like tiny bit of an NPR concert of Big Daddy Kane. He was a famous rapper back in the 80s, and then NPR complained like 2 weeks later from a stream on February 18th. Yeah, NPR.
What? That's public money.
I know. They complained about it like 2 weeks later. Like I streamed it. I showed like 3 minutes of it or something on my stream. And then it was from February 18th. They gave me a strike on 6. I got a notice. It's like 6:09 a.m. on February 2nd, which was like 4 days ago. And then it said my video was taken down automatically, and then I was striking. What it says is you can't stream until May 1st. The strikes through, June 1st. The strikes through May 31st. So I can't stream it. So what I did is I created a second channel. I'm streaming on it tomorrow morning. So it's like I can still stream right off it. Yep.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
Does those strikes stay on your channel all the time?
No, they go away, but then you can't. You can't. It says expired, but you can't keep getting them though. You still have a strike. What it means is when it goes away, it means you're free to do whatever you want on your channel, like stream again. That's what it means. But you can't get three strikes on your channel or your channel's done. So I got to be careful. You can't show hardly anything screen shared anymore, or you could get a copyright. Anything. So you got to be careful.
You said you're going to stream on your other channel.
Yeah.
Are you still able to post your link, drop links, or community tab? Is that still working on your channel?
Yeah, I still have that. I'm still monetizing all that. Yeah.
The Big Daddy Kane. Good looking out, Brett.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane is awesome.
Big Daddy Kane.
He is. Have you seen that NPR Tiny Desk concert he did? He's like 50, 51 years old. He's still one of the best rappers alive.
Young, gifted, and black.
Yeah. And then he looks fly as hell. He's wearing like one of those like cool hats, and he's got his shades on, and he's all dressed to the nine.
And the problem is, they didn't even, contact Big Daddy Kane to let him know if it was okay or not. They just took it on their own.
Yeah, NPR, it even says in that video when I go to my dashboard, NPR took it down, removed by NPR.
I guarantee they didn't even have
or his record label that those songs were from. He did like 4 songs in that little short concert. It wasn't even the record label, it was NPR. And I heard from other people, NPR was getting more strict on what of their content you can use and all this crap. And recently, and it's public radio. It's called national public radio. It's like what? And then they do like plays, musicals, news, music, and then like comedy shows on there.
And they call me a black radical.
Radio station. It's 94.9 in my area. They're on the radio. And they upload videos of all their Tiny Desk concerts. They must have like 30 or 40 of them, all the ones they've done.
Where are you? You still here?
Yeah. I live by Seattle. Yep. I'm actually on the border of Renton and Tukwila right now.
Oh God, you know NPR.
Yeah, it's not really public. It's just like PBS.
It's a corporation.
Yeah, it is. They're trying to make money.
That's it. That's it.
They want to make money off of that video, more money.
I used to listen to NPR Morning Edition and all that right here in Seattle. I got tired of it.
Yeah. The only time I listen to it is like when they do like some of their concerts once in a while. It's about the only time because I'm big into music, listening to music and stuff.
I gave up on them.
We were talking about rap on that stream and why I pulled him up. Like, they got to listen to this guy if you don't know who he is. He's one of the best rappers alive.
Donations are going down.
Yeah. You got to listen to real rap back in the 80s and 90s when they actually still had skills.
The classics. I mean,
yeah. Big Daddy Kane was like,
what is that? Lil Wayne? Who is he?
Yeah, Lil Wayne. Well, like Big Daddy Kane was singing about how good he could rap, and yeah, he was. Like
Little
Smooth
Pain.
Operator.
He's a little pain.
He did that one. I go, well, watch him do this freestyle. What he calls it freestyle. Blows all the new rappers of the last 20 years out of the water.
Oh my goodness.
The best rapper, I don't know, the only rapper I really listened to that came out anytime recently was Eminem. He actually got some rapping skills, but
the boy got skill.
Yeah, Eminem.
He's up there with Eric B and Rakim.
Yeah. Well, Big Daddy Kane is actually, I mean, Eric B and Rakim, he had like a smooth style, but he couldn't rap as fast as Big Daddy Kane.
No, but his lyrical architecture is way
like how he could rhyme words I never heard of before.
Way deeper than Big Daddy Kane. Where Rakim speaks, everybody listens.
Yeah.
I mean,
his last solo album,
his
last solo album he did. Eric Rakim's pretty awesome. Same with like Big Daddy Kane's last album he did is awesome too.
And Tupac,
Tupac was a good writer, but he couldn't freestyle worth a damn.
Oh no.
Big Daddy Kane can freestyle, where he just like flows and rhymes words off the top of his head. I've seen him do it.
I was on the ship, and my friend Mully Mall. Well, not the real Mully Mall, but his name was Mullins.
Marley, not the real Molly Mall. Yeah, the real Molly Mall was a famous rapper back in the 80s.
He wasn't in the Navy either.
The mid 80s.
yeah. And he said, well, my last name is Jefferson, so they call me Jazzy Jeff because I was from Philly. And like, yo, Jeff, you need to check out Eric B and Rakim. I'm like, I'm 28 years old in the Navy. What the hell? I want to listen to this rap. Then they hit it. I was like, damn, this boy, lyrically, he putting words together. I mean, he's weaving a pattern. I mean,
it
was incredible. I was like okay, I'm hooked.
Style. Yeah.
Now my son is hooked.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me last month with what's that kid's name from third base? I can't think of his name right now, but he had the rapper on his MC Surge was at his house.
Oh.
From third base.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what? You got MC Surge there? He's all out of it. They over there playing the gas face. Remember that?
Have you seen that commercial on TV with oh God, what's that group called? I can't think of their name now. Tag Team, and they do that funny commercial where they're doing the ice cream in the person's house. That cracks me up.
There it is.
Whoop, yeah, scoop. There it is. They're scooping ice cream, pouring some like syrup over the top of it. It cracks me up. And they're wearing like their old school outfits from the 93 or 94.
Old guys now. I'm talking about
they're probably like around 50 years old now.
Oh yeah,
That's what happens. Everybody gets old.
Well, they still out there and they still breathing.
Yeah, and they still perform once in a while. I heard too.
Yeah,
they're trying to make their
money.
money.
I could see out of all the old rappers, I wish nobody gives them any credit. I wanted to see Houdini.
Oh, Kool Mo D.
No, not Kool Mo D. Houdini.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about the one that did Friends and Come Out at Night. Houdini. One of my cousins was listening to him when he was like back in junior high. He was listening to Houdini. That's how I know about like all the old school rappers like Big Daddy Kane, NWA, Houdini.
Houdini.
DJ or Raw Bass and DJ Easy Rock.
It takes two to make a thing go right.
That song's awesome. And then like all those guys, like Sugar Hill Gang,
Sugar Hill, Bismarck,
yeah, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest is awesome. I had their second, I think it was their second record they came out with, the one that was award tour on it. I had it on cassette back when I was like,
you can't forget Scott Harrell.
Goes rolling back. Yeah, I used to have put it on cassette on my Sharp boombox.
I know you remember. I know you remember Gil Scott Heron.
Yeah. Remember all those guys.
I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, I was just telling Hillbilly that every time I turn on his mic, I'm getting a feedback, and he said he had it fixed. I tried it again, but I keep getting it.
There it is again.
Yeah, I turned it back on.
Yeah. All right, we can change the subject from rap. We can talk about anything.
Should be.
Yeah, Hillbilly, I don't know what's going on with that. But it's coming from you. Yeah, see, when he mutes it, we don't hear it no more.
He's like one of those Republican call-ins. Could you please turn your TV down, sir, when you call in?
Back in the day, it was when you called in the radio station and you were listening to the radio at the same time. You had to.
Yeah, I know you won the prize, but can you turn it down? Matter of fact, speaking of that, I won one time calling in. I was still in Philadelphia. That was a Stevie Wonder song on. I managed to get in. Stevie Wonder. Yes, that's it. Could you turn your radio? I had no time to turn the radio down. I'm trying to win this record. I got that Songs to the Key of Life album.
Right.
That's the only thing I ever won from the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of?
I won a riding lawnmower from our local, local radio station. Yeah, it was a Honda. Had the bags on the back of it. It was really nice. Yeah, they had it was an AM radio station that my dad always listened to. You know, they did news and sport and some light jazz or whatever. But he had it on, and I was just in the kitchen eating my breakfast, and they were calling out these numbers, and they send you, like, if you request it, they send you this. They call it a prize catalog. So, and it had like numbers at the bottom that, is kind of, match it up to what they're calling out. So if they called out your numbers and you listen to it, you had that match and you call in or whatever. So we had the match, and I was just in there. It wasn't the station I listened to, but I was sitting there and my dad had it up on the fridge and I looked over and it matched. I was like, oh, but bang, and it was for a riding lawnmower. So I went with my dad to pick it up at the, I was 16 years old or 15, 16, whatever. So my dad hooked us up with it. So
cool. God works in strange ways, don't he?
Yeah, like bam,
strange ways.
And of course, at that time we lived in the city or whatever. So our yard was about as big as a. I pushed the lawnmower across it and it was done. That kind of yard. So we took it out to my aunt's house, who had like acres and acres.
Excellent.
So we took it out there. So yeah.
And she appreciated it because it was a blessing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, working strange ways, don't he?
There it is.
It's
spooky. At that age, though, I wish I had won a car. Though I needed something to drive. My Studebaker's was, it was rough.
You could have drove the Ryder down the street.
Right.
He probably
That's
got
what
arrested.
the water boy did in that
Better,
movie.
yeah,
Remember
better
that?
than walking,
Get
right?
football practice.
Well, there's that
Bill,
George Jones that tried to.
that's
He was drunk one time and he got like arrested for driving his car. I think down to he tried to go down to the local mini mart get some more beers or something, and then he hopped on
Oh
his
yeah.
riding lawnmower and then drove it down there because they wouldn't let him drive his car no more. He got pulled over because he was
drunk
drunk.
while driving. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
it's a story that all these old country guys know that are like probably at least in their 60s or something. All these guys,
Right.
a crazy story because George Jones was like an outlaw.
Right.
You seen the
Right.
drunk one driving his tractor down,
Yeah.
trying
Right.
to get no beer too.
Yeah, you can get a ticket for driving anything with wheels if you're drunk. You can get a ticket for riding your bicycle while drunk.
Damn,
And
that
then
knocks me out.
Right.
Because it is endangering other people's lives too if you crash into somebody.
Well, Bill, I'm still driving it. My 2020 Chevy Spark, just a lawnmower. That's
There you go.
I think they're more powerful than a lawnmower. A little bit.
Well,
You
just a
hook up
little.
one of those things in front, Andre. You can
That's
go
it.
most people's grass.
1.4 liter.
Right.
Mine's only a 1.3.
That's like
My car.
what? 2 squirrels.
It's like one
Yeah, all
horse.
squirrels.
One
Mine
car.
is.
A half a horse.
Right.
Mine's only 1.3 liter. My car.
What?
Yeah.
Were you driving?
2017 Honda Accent. It's plenty fast. It has 137 horsepower. It's plenty fast for a car that weighs like 2,500 pounds. That's all you need.
You get the job done.
Yeah, it's always fast enough to zip by somebody on the highway.
Well, you've been to Bremerton. I mean,
Yeah, I've been to Birmingham a few times. Yeah, in my life.
how far do I need to go between here and Silverdale?
Probably. Well, it's probably to Silverdale for me. It's over probably at least an hour. For me, so you probably have to go probably an hour and 20 minutes maybe.
I know, but this thing only holds 9 gallons of gas.
Yeah,
And
so
I get
you
300 miles.
Yeah, you can make it there easy. You could do like 2 trips back and forth.
And
You
still have,
twice.
still have,
Still have gas left.
still have 200 left. So
Yeah,
I'll
still
go
have
everywhere.
still have probably like 200 miles left. Yeah, it'd probably be like 30 miles one way or 40 miles one way.
The furthest I went with that thing so far is to Tacoma.
That's it.
That's it.
As far as I went with mine is to Portland, Oregon. My car.
Oh, that's still relative.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's
relative. It's still
176 miles, I think, from or about that.
Yeah.
136 miles.
Could have took the train.
Yeah, either way, just I like riding the train though.
It would have been a quick, smooth ride.
Yeah, the train got more room and leg room than a damn airplane.
I know, but you rather be in your own car. You smoke?
No.
Oh, you ain't missing nothing then.
No,
I gotta have all the comfort creatures. I mean, come on. My windows roll down, so I gotta have something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have power windows in this thing. 2020.
Right.
I'm like this. 1976.
Right. Right.
I'm hitting it. They're looking at me like, "Oh, you look cool and all, but what's wrong with your arm? Don't worry about it." I need to breathe.
Right.
What did it say here? Oh, Mike, listening to the radio.
Yeah, I'm probably back there.
Redial button.
Hey, redialing it with the radio station.
Oh, that.
Yeah, getting that. I tried calling in for like concert tickets and stuff to radios. I never got through.
And those
I think
old
I heard.
phones didn't have redial.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the circle ones.
Yeah, you mean even the rotary dial ones?
Yeah, you had to just.
Each number, you had to do each number and go all the way around and do each number. I remember those a little bit when I was like a really little kid, probably like 5 or 6. They still had those. And then I remember my dad goes, "Oh, we're getting a cordless." He's talking about getting a cordless phone. He got one of the first cordless landline phones, and it had the metal like pop up antenna. That if you just hit it wrong one way, it would bend.
It was so had what? Only 6 numbers.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even 2.4 gigahertz. It was like 500 megahertz or something. Those things were.
Oh, we was top notch
back in like the late 80s. Like
top
89,
notch,
I think it was.
Marbel was running things.
Yeah.
Right.
He was running things.
And then I remember my dad got the first, it was like 90, 91. Also a kid. He was working for this country club. He got the first flip phone, the Motorola, like light gray one. You seen those? He had one of those, and then he had those probably for like a year or two, and they upgrade. Oh no, he had the brick phone first. The brick phone he got, and then they got him a flip one. The big brick one was about a foot long.
Right.
It was about a foot long, dude. But with the antenna and then the actual body of the phone. It had the screw-on hard rubber antenna.
Couldn't put it in your pocket.
No, and I remember he had the stand in his work truck that stood up right in front of the automatic shifter, and then it just stood the phone up high, and then he had to held it. This heavy duty holder. They need to make those for like phones now.
I had a friend that had one of the bag phones. You remember those?
The one that had the board around
purse.
Yeah. Like a big
what are you doing
box.
with that thing, man? You look like crazy.
With the big box with like a headset hooked to it.
Right.
and then I remember all the kids, they were like a little older than me. They were like they wanted the brick phone because they saw it on Saved by the Bell. Zach Morris had one.
Right.
So everybody wanted one. He was styling with one of those.
He was styling no matter. He had that thick cord that coiled out.
Yeah. He had a coiled like heavy duty cord that was like 1/4 of an inch thick. And then the funny thing is, on Saved by the Bell, like one day they got pay phones in their schools.
We had pay phones.
They were like free though to the kids.
The good old days. These kids just don't know.
You know, I remember pay phones a little bit. I remember having to use them when I would be walking home from like school sometimes. If I had to call somebody, I'd have to go to the local like 7-Eleven and use a payphone. They had them.
I had pagers back in the day, so I knew where all the payphones were.
Right. You had to know.
Remember those? Like, older kids in my high school had those.
Calling. Let's go.
That's how I courted my first wife on the payphone. One time. I'm in there all night. You hang up. No, you hang up.
Remember you could put like the emojis, you got like some little icons on there, like emoji, like hearts and stuff on those things.
Yeah. You can stay in that phone all night.
Yeah.
Ain't never gonna ring. Ain't nobody gonna call it.
Right. Yeah, that's what my dad made us do. My dad made us do back in high school and stuff, and get a little girlfriend. Like, you can't be on my phone all day. You got to go somewhere else and be calling her. We go to the payphone, be on the payphone up in the booth. Hours, yep.
Hours. That's how I met my first wife.
Yeah.
Good old days, fellas. Good to reminisce.
Oh, yeah.
These young whippersnappers.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue.
We had a party line. They just tell you to get off.
Yeah. I remember that party line. You listening to everybody else's stuff. Do that. Mr. Jones, what you doing?
I hear somebody breathing.
Oh, you got that sicko. Yeah, he's always there.
Well, you know what the other name they call pagers? Beepers.
Oh,
yeah, beepers.
Remember these people call them beepers because they would make that weird beep noise.
Yeah.
And you can put on buzz. You know? Remember those? Because I know only the cool kids could have them. The cool kids that will get their parents when they're like 16 or 17 to buy them one. And they have the little holders on their belts for their pagers.
Yeah.
But they lost their mind when that 1G came out.
The 1G. It wasn't even 1G. It wasn't.
For the phones, 1G. Yeah, I used to have some weird phones back in the day. Those Nextels with the walkie-talkie deal in there. I had that for work.
Yeah, the push to talk.
Like beep beep. Hey,
we come so far.
right.
We come so far. Now they're talking about 6G. I'm not trying to get radiated. I know 5G is bad enough.
Right.
But
They
then,
want to give us 6G. Just totally fry us.
Right. You get your phone call and get your cancer all at the same time, like that.
no, you wouldn't.
How you doing, babe? Just like in the Matrix when he put his head to the phone. Yeah.
Right.
He
Right.
gone.
Right.
Yeah, they have 5G now, but it doesn't do no good because still most places don't have 5G.
No,
Right.
but they popping them up. China got 5G.
Yeah, and then the
Right.
problem is, I know people in the like Philippines that you can get 5G phones in the Philippines. You can't even use them anywhere, really.
I know. That's why I told them they were trying to sell out. We went to get my wife a new phone. And they had the 5G. Oh, this is coming out the 5G. Like, I don't want that. Like, you guys ain't got no 5G towers around here anyway. What am I going to do
Yeah,
with a
it only
5G
working in
phone?
4G,
Right.
and you pay more money for the phone too. Probably pay like 20 or 30% more for the phone. Just because it says
Samsung
5G.
Galaxy Note 20, 5G. I
Yeah.
don't want it.
Yeah.
It comes with the 5G.
Right.
I can reduce it to 4G. It really doesn't matter. If they're gonna zap you, they're gonna zap you.
But now, how often you use it on 5G?
No, 4G is just as bad as 5G.
No, I'm saying though,
Right.
but how often you use it on 5G, or are there that many towers around where you live?
Oh, there's a hell of a lot of towers here.
Oh, okay. Because they have to upgrade them all to 5G.
We have to have the 5G because of the naval base. What?
Kevin, hello. Welcome.
What's up, Kevin Kennedy?
Hi, Kevin.
Good to see you.
Good
Hey,
to
brother.
Kevin on POD
How you doing,
show yesterday, last night.
Kevin's everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Kevin's good. Kevin's a good dude.
Yeah.
I see Kevin everywhere.
Top shelf.
Other than liking the Lions, I mean, he's all right.
POD,
Yeah,
I got a question for you.
sure.
Uh-oh.
It's related. It's related to you know what.
I don't know what you know what is. What's the question?
Uh-oh.
Can you give me or an estimated guess of all the retirees that's coming in the NFL?
That are coming up in the NFL?
Yeah, the ones that's going to retire.
I have no idea.
Oh,
haven't even checked on it.
There you go. There
Well,
you go.
I'm not allowed.
Copy
I'm
that
not.
question.
I don't
Copy that question
answer
for the
questions.
show.
I don't answer questions that I don't know the answers to.
That's a smart man.
I just admit I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
who
saying
really
I
knows
need an
that?
educated guess though.
Yeah.
You can give me that because you follow. Oh, he's shaking his head. Bill, he's shaking his head. Yeah, he got something.
I had to guess.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows.
Maybe if I had to guess, maybe 10 to 15.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ben Roethlisberger was about to retire and said he still wants to win Super Bowl, so he reduced his contract to like half.
To that measly 12 million.
Yeah, he reduced it like 20 million or whatever the hell it was.
12.
Oh, 12. I thought he was going to get paid like
12. Because he knows he's going to broken.
How many? 12?
12.
Okay, well, I was in the ballpark.
Now, close to your computer, you can find out who. I was shocked to find out myself. And I checked today, since I got my chance to speak to the sports guru.
Who shocked you? What name shocked you?
Oh, man. Gronkowski. He shocked me.
Gronkowski?
Yes.
He already retired once.
Yeah, I know. So did Whitney.
Witten didn't hardly even do crap. He was just there for like a decoy for the Raiders.
Big time decoy.
Yeah.
He got a
He was
couple
there
of
for
catches.
blocking,
He got
probably.
paid. That's what it was about. If kids
Or
in
he
college,
got paid like the minimum, I think, or something.
if kids is in college, somebody got to pay for it.
Yeah, but he didn't even know him. I saw him catch the game. I saw him catch a few passes. Was it? He's like 38 years old. That guy or something.
The sour co.
He's a nice guy though, Jason Witten. But yeah, they're probably just doing it for the experience of like helping out the other tight end because he had a lot more experience on the football field. Because that Waller that Raiders got, they got a gym there. Oh, God, I like Waller. He's the best tight end the Raiders had in decades. Since Todd Christensen. Back in the late 80s. Todd Christensen retired or whenever it was.
I don't know if she can see us or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard the Jets are shopping their quarterback around.
Yeah, Darnold.
They're going to probably draft one. So,
well, there's a bunch coming out. There's Zach
is
Wilson's
Seattle
coming there.
really going to let what's his face go? Wilson?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Their team would go downhill.
Chicago Bears are pursuing Wilson.
Are they?
We're trying to, but the Seahawks haven't said they're going to trade him or not yet. That's what I heard yesterday. They said they haven't said if they're going to trade him or not yet.
Yeah.
I can't remember a great quarterback from the Bears. Anybody know a great quarterback from the Bears? Like,
no.
The Bears had the quarterback.
The best quarterback in the year. No. Their best quarterback is probably. Oh, God.
He wasn't a great quarterback, but you'd have to go back to McMahon.
Yeah, he was like Trent Dilfer quality or Brad Johnson. They won a Super Bowl. He won it off the defense of the running game. Just like Trent Dilfer, he had a Jamal Lewis and a great defense, just like Brad Johnson had a good running game and a great defense.
Right.
They had bad so that's how you win. And I think you have to go back to like when Ditka played was the last pretty good quarterback they had for the Bears. I think he played for the Bears. Anyways, Ditka, didn't he?
Ditka wasn't a quarterback, was he?
No. When Ditka played, Ditka was getting the ball thrown to him from this guy. I don't know his name, like Sonny Jurgensen or maybe something like that.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I couldn't remember a good, like, solid quarterback from the Bears. I mean, McMahon, because he won the Super Bowl, but he wasn't all that great of a thing.
He was more of a celebrity because of his haircut and his attitude and what he looked like.
Yeah.
Right.
Bears QBs and HIS in history. I'm going to find out. Who is it? Chicago Bears in history. They've had tons of them because they can't keep anyone for more than 3 or 4 years.
They went through 4 or 5 one season, I think.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, I think they ended up with Cutler or whatever his name was.
Jay Cutler was probably their best quarterback. You know who it was? Sid Luckman.
Yeah, that's what Kevin Kennedy just said.
They had Jim Harbaugh for a little while too, and then in
Jim
like
Harbaugh
the 80s,
he came from the Colts.
Yeah, and then I remember that. I remember playing with him on video games. They had Neil Anderson back in the day too. That was his starting running back for when like Jim Harbaugh played. Sid Luckman was way old. Sid Luckman was before Ditka. Sid Luckman played in like the 40s or 40s probably. 39 to 1950 is when he played for the Bears.
RS, hello, RS, welcome.
Luckman started out wearing he wore the leather helmets.
Wow.
And the tiny shoulder pads.
Hi, RS.
Hi, sis RS. Yeah, the other one was they had tiny shoulder pads. They're like tiny, barely covered their shoulders. you can buy those old. I saw a guy selling an old. I can't think it was on like some place you're selling an old Green Bay Packers leather helmet for like $60. You know, it was actually like used in a game, I guess, or practice or something. Shit. Is from the 40s.
Yeah, they wasn't shoulder pads. Those were tampons.
Yeah.
You couldn't stop with those.
Tiny little shoulder pads, yeah.
You know, people ask me, "Hey, did you play football back in school and stuff?" I was like, "Shoot, I was like a stick." I mean, I didn't even grow until I got out of high school before I started growing and stuff. So I was, I was probably like 120 pounds wet, about 4 foot tall. I don't know. I was little guy,
Wow.
So people from high school that seen me after high school was like, "Good Lord, you grew." Like, yeah, I finally started eating Wheaties, but I played basketball back then, but I was still short. I'm pretty short, so I wasn't, no big threat or nothing. But once I got out of high school, I started playing in like 3-on-3 tournaments and stuff, because that's when I finally grew up. I'm 6 foot tall, and I got a little bit of weight. Yeah.
Yeah, got some game.
So, yeah.
I know like one of my brother's friends, he was a baseball player, but he was like 170, like probably 5'11", and in like high school, and then when he got out of high school, like not even 2 years later, he was like 240, 6'1".
POD, what you play?
In football, I played linebacker.
Whoa.
And yeah, middle linebacker. And in baseball, I played third base.
Yeah. You'll never guess what I played.
How tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". How much did you weigh?
150.
150? 5'11",
wide receiver,
150. Right? Probably like a cornerback or something.
I play halfback.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a scat back.
Halfback. No, this is in soccer.
Oh, soccer. Oh, okay. I thought we were talking American football.
We're talking about like American football.
I played halfback in soccer. I was on the gymnastics team, and I played tennis.
Wow.
I don't like to get hit.
Awesome.
No.
There you go.
Here's one. Speaking of sports news, it's the 50th anniversary of the first Joe Frazier Ali fight. They're showing it on ESPN right now. The original. One of the best boxing matches ever. Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary. They talked about it yesterday on Friday Night Fights. After the fights, they were talking about it.
That's the Thriller?
And one other guy were talking about it.
Is that the Thriller?
No, that's the one they fought in New York.
Oh, the Thriller in Manila was what? George Foreman?
I can't remember, but there was. I thought it might have been Joe Frazier, the second one. I think.
Frazier and Ali.
Yeah, the first one. Which
was
neither of them are alive anymore. Joe Frazier died like 4 or 5 years ago, I think, and then of course Ali died a while before that.
Michael Spinks just passed away.
Yeah, he was a good heavyweight, but he was getting knocked out by any of the elite ones.
Leon Spinks upset Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad was already done by then, though. Yeah, people thought he was already in stages of Parkinson's back then. Because when he fought Holmes, you ever watch that video when he fought Holmes? He couldn't even barely get his words together. He's trying to like rhyme words, and he couldn't even rhyme them, and he was like slurring his words a little bit already. And he was only like 30, 35 or 36 years old, whatever he was then. I mean, maybe a little bit older, but I saw that one too. I'm watching them. You can watch all those old fights on YouTube. I was watching old Ali Holmes fight. Ali just jabbed him to death is what he did the whole fight.
I love Muhammad.
Yeah,
I love Muhammad Ali. He was awesome in many different ways.
And then
I grew up
um,
when I was growing up. It was Tyson, so that's who I really watched.
Iron
yeah,
Mike.
Iron
The
Mike and like
Yeah,
all those guys like Ray
Tyson.
Bow.
the fighters back in the day were true iron horses. The competition back in the day was much stiffer than it was during Tyson's era.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from Tyson other than the fact that he likes to eat ears. But yeah, the boxers, I have no respect for Tyson. In the ring or outside of the ring. I'm not a Tyson fan. But yeah, the boxers back in the day, there were just, in terms of numbers, there were far more greater fighters back in the day.
They're very light.
What? Somebody trying to give me a strike? Sorry.
No.
The minute it popped up, they can't get you for that.
Hi, Mercy.
They only get you for pictures.
Yeah.
Kevin Kennedy.
Hi, Mercy.
Very cool, Kevin. Very cool.
Yeah. It's hey Hillbilly, as soon as somebody want to send me 42 big ones, I'm more than happy to go take those stacks and plop it down on the RV and drive it around. As soon as somebody sends it to me.
Matter of fact, when I worked in Philadelphia, I was working up there with the Rich Jews up in King of Prussia. And Rolls Royce rolls up in the back of the dry cleaner where I used to work because I was a tailor at the time.
Right.
Guess who in the Rolls Royce?
Who's that?
I'm in Philadelphia. Frazier.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
Joe Frazier sitting up in there with some radio personality in the back of the Rolls Royce, dropping off their dry cleaning. I'm peeping. I'm like, oh, no, it ain't. It ain't you. He talked to me, took his clothes, goes back to the front.
Yeah, smoking Joe.
Mother, Steve Carlton. Up there, he's got these old fly Nick shirts. He's bringing them. So I met Joe Frazier and Steve Carlton in the same day.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the same day. Yeah, I know who you is.
Very
yeah,
cool.
I know Steve Carlton is. One of my friends met like Carlton Fisk in real life. He met some other dudes, and because he's a big Boston guy, he went to this. They give out this award. It's kind of like the humanitarian award. It's like called the Fred Hutchinson Award. And he met a bunch of like retired like Hall of Fame baseball players to go there. Because Fred Hutchinson's a big, you know what it is, a big cancer
right here.
Yeah,
right.
And they do it at Safe. I think they do it at Safeco Field still, but there's like a dinner thing they do too, and you got to go to the dinner and like meet all these people.
Mm-hmm. And POD.
Yeah.
Ali's trainer, Bundini.
Yeah.
His son was on my ship on the USS Nimitz. His name is Drew Brown. You can look him up.
Wow.
He was an A6 pilot. He come down to my tailor shop on the ship. He says, I need you to fix this robe. He had Ali's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee robe. And he asked me to fix it.
Wow.
So I took all the terry cloth towels from the store, fixed the armholes and the sleeves. It was Ali's robe. And he had it.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, what? And he's a lieutenant flying A6 or A7, whatever the fuck he was flying. Now he flies for Amazon or whoever now. Mm-hmm. I done met these famous people. I'm like, I don't know who the hell you is. I know who you is, but come on. I would meet Bundini on the boat, and he bring Ali's robe to me to fix. I was like shocked. I was like, what?
Angelo Dundee.
Yeah, Dundee.
He's like the most famous boxing trainer in the world. There's another one that, the one that trained Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if he's Manny Pacquiao's like semi-retired or whatever And then I don't think I trains anymore because he got Parkinson. What's his name? You know, I'm talking about Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach, yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Still
bad
trains.
Parkinson now. He still trains now.
Pacquiao is awesome.
And then he had what's the other famous trainer? There's another Freddie, I think. Freddie Pacheco was another famous boxing trainer. And then like Freddie Roach trained other than just Pacquiao. He trained I think like at least 2 other head champions. But like Angelo Dundee is mostly famous for doing Ali, but I think he trained also other heavyweight champions. He did Ali. He also worked with 15 other world champion boxers, including Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, Sugar was something else.
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard was awesome too. I remember watching his old fights from the '80s when I was like a kid. I was like probably in junior high watching him. They showed him on TV back in the day.
Nasty.
He was awesome. Wasn't him that made Roberto Duran say no mas because he just got hit too many times. He was hitting him like 50 times around.
He couldn't get out too.
Yeah. I mean, Roberto Duran had good power, but he couldn't move out of the way very good at punches.
Sugar was just
yeah. Everybody goes, oh, he doesn't have knockout power. I go, well, he would hit you with like 2 punches before he could react. Sometimes 3.
Sugar was Sonny Liston's double.
Which Sugar Ray though? Sugar Ray Robinson? I'm talking about Leonard, the little one.
I'm talking about Sonny Liston.
Yeah, so Sonny Liston. You know the funny thing is after the fight and years later, they said that they didn't even know Sonny Liston. They think Sonny Liston was a lot older than his stated age when he went into that fight. He was probably like 5 or 6 years older. They found out because he never put his proper age out there.
Well, he didn't know either because his mama didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know. But the funny thing is, though, they were saying if he would have fought Ali, probably when he was younger, he might have took Ali. They're saying because his power was already diminished a little bit when he fought Ali. Just like a lot of fighters, they always do matchups when they're both over the hill or one's too old, one's in his prime still. And you never get
not just matchups; they money fights. That's all they are. It's for the money.
Because like when Ali fought Holmes just destroyed him with the jab because Ali was already over the hill then and like slowed down and couldn't move. That's good.
Ali fought Douglas too, money fight.
Yeah, and then the thing about it too is like Larry Holmes was the best jabber ever in the heavyweight division though. I watched some of his old fights. I'm like, damn, he could jab.
Yeah, in his weight. Yeah. In
his weight class.
Foreman was just a bolo.
Yeah, but the thing though is, George Foreman didn't have he was dumb enough to let Ali just stand there and he just hit him and he wore himself out.
He was dumb. Don't finish with enough. He was just dumb.
Yeah, he was just dumb. Ali just knew he was just George Foreman just stand there and hit him the whole time. So that's all he did for like rounds. He just stood there on the ropes most of the time, let him hit him. If Foreman was smart, he would have had Ali come out to the middle of the ring and then he'd feel some of that power.
And pummel him. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, he goes, I tasted Foreman's power, but he was laying on the ropes. The ropes help you.
George like, me fight.
Yeah, if he was out in the middle of the ring, I guarantee George Foreman would have knocked him out with 1 punch if he hit him clean. Nobody could stand up against George Foreman.
No, he was a beast.
Yeah, you could hear in the back of the arena. They said some guys that watched him, they were like younger when they watched him fight in like real life. Said that if you could hear him echo, George Foreman's punches, they would echo off the walls. He hit him so hard, people so hard.
Ooh, Frazier got that left hook in there.
Yeah, you're watching the whole fight. Yeah, pretty awesome to watch it.
Ali, when you look at the man, he wasn't muscular. I mean, he didn't have the brawn. It just didn't stand out. But he had that hidden power, in that punch of his, man. Oh my goodness. Speed kills, you know. I just absolutely I love Muhammad Ali.
But you know what though?
Somebody in the jaw twice.
And for the era in which he fought during Vietnam War, and he thumbed his nose at it. I actually was on board with him. He's like, why do I want to go over there? I don't know no Viet Cong. You know, I loved Ali because let me just say this real quick, and I'll get off the political nature of it. I won't go down that road. Bill don't like politics. Just real quick. He defied the government. He stuck to his own beliefs. And he did it in an era, in a time in which, if you think prejudice is bad now, it was really bad back in the day. And yet he had charisma, and the people loved him. The people still loved the man. Who usually, when you have a guy walk around and say, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, you know, I'm this, I'm that, people look at people like that and get turned off. Nowadays it turns them off. But back in the day, being a black man in a white man's world during Vietnam War, thumbing his nose, and wasn't really thumbing his nose, he was just standing by his own convictions and his own principles, and the charisma in which that man had. He was fun to watch. He was a joy to listen to. And the little banters that they had going back and forth between, okay, I see we got the cutoff sign. But anyway, I loved Ali. Loved Ali.
You know, there's another guy that just died recently that got like prejudice was Hank Aaron. He got hate stuff written about him, and like talked about him. Fans would hate on him. The media would hate on him.
Death threat.
Death threats. Hank Aaron did. Yeah, he went into an ESPN the day he died. He got death threats.
That was ridiculous. But you know, Ali wasn't by himself. Ali had the Nation of Islam, and he had a platform. Every other black guy that went to Vietnam didn't have the Nation of Islam or a platform.
No.
So he was the exception to the rule, but he didn't go. But the rest of them did.
And the one, you know, speaking of like prejudice stuff, you know, when Hank Aaron hit I think he broke the record. There was two white. They just let the two people run out on the field and touch him. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, they was congratulating him. They weren't trying to hurt him.
No, they weren't trying to hurt him. I'd probably congratulate him too. I mean, Hank Aaron was a really nice guy. I seen him in interviews when he was older, with sports interviews. Seemed like a really nice guy.
And he just passed too. Rest in peace.
Yeah. It's not just the sport, it's about
us, y'all. We're the last of the bastion of the goddamn baby boomers to teach these millennials what the word is. They don't have a clue.
No.
They do not know what's coming.
Aaron was awesome.
Look, you looking at the fight too, BOD?
What's that?
You watching the fight?
No, bro.
No.
I'm working on something on this end.
Oh, you go ahead and work. I'm retired.
Yeah, I'm watching. They're showing on ESPN. Yeah, I think it's ESPN too. Yeah, ESPN too, as I'm watching them.
Yeah, Frazier just popped it.
Yeah.
You're gonna come up again. Oh, Ali ducked that one.
Hey, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Hart.
Hi, Hart. Gaspar. Yeah, the thing though is I don't know. The thing was there's like mental. Ali would get him mentally. You know, he would wear him down mentally, like outsmart him and stuff.
Yeah, he was a smart boxer.
Yeah, but it was kind of smart and not so smart because he took so many shots to the head. They're saying that could have contributed to his Parkinson's. I mean, boxing is one of the sports for that. I've seen James Toney, who was even a good defensive boxer. His brain's all there. I seen him talk a couple years ago in an interview on YouTube. I watched a couple years ago. I was like, man, James Toney can't even talk anymore. Sad.
You know, you mentioned that about, okay, maybe not very smart getting hit in the head, but that goes with the territory of boxing.
Yeah.
But so that kind of that's a good lead in, a good segue to this question then. Why is it that everybody bashes, and I'll be very honest with you, I'm not a fan of the man, and it's not because of his boxing strategy. It's just because he likes to talk about his money all the time.
Oh,
But Floyd Mayweather, why do people pick on, bash him because of the defensive style that he has? The name of the game is not to get hit
Yeah,
and to hit the other guy more than he hits you.
I know.
So, what's wrong with the strategy of being a defensive fighter? I'm just asking the question. I'm not
I don't know.
supporting him.
well,
I don't like him. I said that going into it. But why is his strategy? Why do people take offense to his strategy?
because he's a bitch.
Well, thank you, but I don't like Floyd because he waves his money around. Oh, I'm going to go jump
No,
in.
but
I don't need that. I got plenty of money. I
Yeah,
can't
kinda
stand people like that.
kind of goes back to what you're saying though. All he used to say he's the greatest and talk trash about people, and he didn't get as much hate as Floyd Mayweather does.
No, that's true. But I'm just wondering why is it and I'm not defending the man. I don't like him. But my question is, it's a strategy, and apparently it worked for him.
Yeah, and the thing is, he used his best boxing skill was his defense. So why not use it? He knew what was his strength, and he had good hand speed, and he didn't have he had like below average power, but he had great foot and he had good hand speed, and he had like really good body movement and foot speed actually. So that's how and everybody goes, well, they're not exciting fights. I go, well, boxing just isn't all about punching somebody in the face. You got to move out of the way too.
He's a one
if he was to fight Pacquiao again, I am convinced Manny Pacquiao would beat him.
No,
but they're both over the hill.
Yeah.
No.
Manny Pacquiao would take him out.
You think?
Well,
Not only would he beat him, I think he would knock him out.
No, I don't see that. POD. The boy.
Hey, Terrell.
The boy ain't been lazy. Pacquiao has been packing it on. I mean, I love him to death, but when it comes to a brother trying to beat down this dude, and he old, he still got more moves than Pacquiao. He's faster than him. Period.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to beat him. He's going to wear him down, and then they're going to knock Pacquiao out if they fought again. Trust me.
Because he knew the strategy.
Okay, brother, it's your story.
You know what about this is like. There's a lot of, like here's the funny thing too is when can you think now when freaking that MMA fighter fought Mayweather. What was it? Remember that dude's name? Conor McGregor fought Mayweather. Everybody thought that. Oh, look at how good Conor McGregor was.
That Irish guy.
McGregor.
Yeah, the Irish guy. And if you watch the fight before that, he said he was going to. Floyd Mayweather was going to stand in front of him and let him punch him. And you look at him; he barely moved, and he let him punch him. He goes, "I want to make an exciting fight," And he goes, "I'm not going to move out of the way. I'm just going to stand there most of the time, and let him hit me, or try to hit me." And he blocked a lot of those because he was just like, he can't knock me out. Because going into that fight, they thought all these MMA experts thought that Conor McGregor had a tough punch, and Floyd Mayweather took every single one of those easily.
There's another guy I don't like is Conor McGregor.
I don't like him either. But Conor McGregor got whooped in his last fight. He got TKO'd.
I don't like him.
He got TKO'd.
I don't like his attitude.
He took like one punch and stunned him, and then he took like a few more, and the referee called it because he was down on the ground.
Yeah.
He got yeah. I don't like him either.
He didn't know what happened. He didn't know what happened.
No. And then ever since then he's like shying off, and he's like not running his mouth no more.
Yeah, he's in a whole lot of other trouble now.
Yeah.
Marty with a D.
Hi, sis Marty. Hi.
Hi, Marty.
Marty's here to party.
Right now, I'm looking at the slow mo, and Fraser is beating Ali up.
Hi, Filipino with attitude. Hi, Jack.
Yeah.
Hello, Filipina with an attitude. I know who that is.
Yeah. Did you see her? She's saying she needs me.
No, Marcy, that ain't true.
Yeah. I'm wondering what she needing.
It's all good.
You know, when you look like this, I understand.
The wisdom. Yes, I understand.
I understand. She needs me.
Go, grasshopper.
Right. Uh, what can I say? Marty just wants to say hello.
Hi, Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna call this. It's 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been 3
in.
hours already.
Yeah. I'm not trying to set no records or nothing. I'm not even close, but
No. I'm doing
I don't even
212
want to go
already.
half of what you would do.
I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for
Bye.
coming up, Ronald. I appreciate you. Brad, thank
PLD,
you.
bye, Bill. Bye, Ronald.
PLD,
Bye, everybody in chat.
Bye,
Thanks for
Brett.
having me.
Bye, Ron.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao.
We'll
See you
see you
later.
later.
Later, Riley. Bye, guys.
We'll see you later. You got a live stream coming after a while, right? Hey, Pacific, Ron, how you doing? Yeah. Anyways, I think POD has a live stream coming up later this evening. I don't remember the time off the top of my head. But yeah, thank you guys for everybody for coming in, hanging out with us. We started off talking about traveling around the Philippines again, and that's what we're hoping to do. And but thank you for coming in, hanging out. I gotta go see what this Filipino with attitude wants. Hopefully, she's not giving me any attitude. Pacific, we'll see you later. Thank you for swinging by. Hey, if you guys hadn't had a chance yet, give us thumbs up on the way out. My hater's been back. I knew who it is, and I know how many accounts they have, and I get the same amount of thumbs down on all my stuff. So, hey, it goes back to daylight savings time. Bam. Last minute again. No problem. No problem. No balut. No balut for me. No, no, no. I would need $500 from somebody to eat one of those. The balut challenge. I'd need to get paid like Pinoy Oy to eat one. Again, I've ate one. So don't want to make that same mistake. But anyways, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me. And us, I know Mercy's came through a few times. But we'll see you guys next time. Wow, 3 hours. I never could imagined. I thought I'd be done in 1 hour, but all right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you again for coming and hanging out with us. Throw up the thumb if you have it on your way out. Remember to be good to people even when you don't have to be. See you guys next time. I thought I hit the end. Try it again. Bam.